on Twitch. We're looking on YouTube. What's that? Okay, looks like we're live on YouTube. Yes. I see a black screen on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. What's up, Twitch people? Glad to see you. That's working. And it looks like we're live on YouTube as well. So let's go. All right. We're doing YouTube stuff today. We're doing Twitch stuff. We're doing a lot of things today. Embedded chat. Let me see if we can do... not that. If I copy this right here. Well, I want to use the Restream chat option, though, but well, whatever. Turn chat on right here as well. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. We'll have to wait and see. I do see we had someone in YouTube chat, but it didn't come in on the chat app, so that's really cool. Look, everybody, hope you're all doing well. We are currently waiting for the we're gonna do a little bit of watch party with this community stream. I have lots of high hopes, lots of concerns with this. There we go. We got things working now. I see you guys over on Twitch. I see you guys over on YouTube now in the chat. Let's freaking go. Hopefully these chats down here actually stay on screen like I had set up on the settings. It looks like it's doing that so far. We'll have to wait and see. Nope, they haven't, and they went away. God damn it. Damn it. For some reason, Restream was like, even though I said like always on messages, I'm like, cool. And then they just went away. So that's sweet. At least you guys can see yourselves chatting. So just keep chatting. That's all you gotta do if you want to see yourself on stream. Boost that engagement, right? Come on. For the algorithm. Soderfini has been making the next Halo game since 2022. Has it though? Because we saw 343 employees saying in their LinkedIn profiles that they have been working on the next Halo project since 2022. Unannounced Halo project is what they stated specifically. But guys, all right. We got, okay, for the early people in the chat here, what are the predictions for this live stream here? What are we gonna see? What do you want to see? I'll just do what you want to see and what do you expect to see with this live stream. Because I am very concerned about this. I feel like if this live stream doesn't land with the community, we're gonna see some pitchforks. I mean, currently the YouTube page has 0 dislikes on the on this live stream, so it has that going for it. You want to see cutscenes come back? Come on, Echo. Come on. Me too, man. But let's be real. Like, we know that's not happening, right? Come on. Aren't they moving away from Infinite? Yes. Yeah, we know that. I mean, Sketch even stated that previously as well. That they are, even though they said they have ambitions beyond Infinite, right? And we've seen unannounced Halo projects mentioned in 343 employee LinkedIn profiles. They're working on something. They're cooking. We just don't know what it is. It's like we came over for dinner, and then they're like, "We're making dinner for you guys." They're like, "Oh, what you cook? What you make, guys? Making?" Like, you'll know when it's out. You'll know when it's almost ready. You're like, what? We got a lot of people on YouTube coming by. Thanks for coming by, everybody. And also people over on the Twitch side of things. I appreciate y'all coming by. Thank you very much. Come on, in Jersey accent. Can't wait to see this new shop items. Indie Halo, welcome to the stream. What's in there? I can't read it. Fast Beyond, thanks for coming by. Beyond Banished update this week, this next week, right? Yep, on August 30th. April 30th. So next Tuesday, in a week from today, we'll have a new update when it comes to the next operation coming into Halo Infinite. What happened to the Falcon, man? We all want to know that, right? Well, that's what we all want to know. That's what we all want to know. From what I've heard, is that it's like 90% complete, but the issue is with the Falcon that to get it over to that threshold to be 100% ready to be released to the public, it's still not there, and it can't get there because they don't have the right people at 343 to do it. So I'm not expecting any new Sandbox items with this update. We do know there's cosmetics. We got a lot of cosmetics though, guys. I saw this tweet from Operator Drewski with the recent tweet that went live yesterday by 343. And I thought it kind of resonated with me and a lot of other people. Clickbait, it's like Banished shop update. Yeah, people accuse me of clickbaiting. Come on. Even Halo's doing it now, okay? Come on. Kid, it's a joke. It's a joke. But it was this right here. What was it? The announcement tweet that they had go live right here. There were some choice words said here. What's up, top Johnny top side? Third video has been making the next Halo game since 2022. You just said that, Roland. And they've been working on Halo stuff, but I don't think it's going to be a new Halo game. I don't even know what we don't even know what they're working on right now when it comes to Halo stuff, to be honest. We don't really know. Over here, though, we saw this. God, what was it? Operator Drewski said something. I thought it kind of resonated right here. Yeah, here it is. If you guys don't know Operator Drewski, he is a popular YouTuber. Well, he has like over like 1 million subs. Yeah. Yeah, almost 2 million subscribers on YouTube. Like, this guy's a very popular YouTuber. He's mainly known for his milsim stuff, if I remember correctly. He's kind of like an armor streamer, but you know, everyone keeps an eye on Halo because everyone loves Halo. And he said, does 343 make games or do they just make skins now? And I'm like, oh, damn. Kind of true. Kind of true. Because we know that the last few maps that have come into Halo Infinite have either been made by Sparesoft or Forge creators. And like we're talking about Forge maps coming in, we do know the next Forge. We have a new Forge map coming into the game. Let me see if I can find it on Halo or at the HCS Twitter here. We do have a new map coming in today for Halo Infinite. I'm sure it's coming in once this live stream goes live by 343. It is this map right here. We have, let me switch over the screen. Interference is a new map coming into Halo Infinite today. And yeah, Roland, yeah, spoiler alert, Roland, Jesus Christ. Is the rig being recreated in Halo Infinite's Forge. Now, I saw a lot of people throwing fits like, oh my god, it's all gray. And I get that. Yeah, it is very gray. Yeah, it is very gray. Halo Reach Forgers would be envious. Like, man, that's a lot of gray. Yeah, I'm jealous about that. But from what I've heard from the forger who actually made this map, because you also got to keep in mind, guys, like, someone in the community made this map, right? They made it with passion and love, and they were excited to have their creation be put into Halo Infinite, which their vision for this map was to try to mimic the art style of Halo 2's Lockout, which was a very gray map. Of course, this was also back in 2004 when that map released, so maybe variety of colors and textures wasn't really an option back then. Still, it's nice. I still get that vibe though from this map, absolutely. Like, this looks like, when I first saw it, I thought it was a Lockout remake or like a reimagining. But it turns out it's the rig from Halo 5 being put into Halo Infinite. If you guys like see this imagery here, I can try to click on so you can zoom in on things. Like, you can see like right here, right? This is like the back hallway. Here's the platform right here. The center catwalk area. This is where like the sniper spawns. It looks like a sniper still spawns right there. But yeah, this is going to be a new map specifically for HCS. I think it's going to be added into the London rotation for the HCS events. Though we're still have to wait and see on that. But I think it's also, and they also, this map's going to be available for, I think, Strongholds, Slayer, and yeah, King of the Hill, Slayer, and Strongholds is which we'll play this map on. And like, it's very well forged. It looks really good, right? Like, if you're gonna make the rig in Halo Infinite, you've done a very good job of recreating the rig in Halo Infinite, right? With the lockout vibe, which is fantastic. But the problem is that, like, yeah, it is very gray. And then also, it's like, yeah, the rig's a great map. Don't get me wrong. Love the rig. It was one of the best maps in Halo 5. And it's exciting to have a classic come back into the game. But it's just like another thing that we've played a million times within Halo coming into Halo Infinite. And I understand, like, if you're just trying to get the map out as soon as possible, right? Just copy a map that we know works, make that in Forge, and put it into the ranked rotation. I understand, like, having trying to have a fast turnaround with that. But man, I just would really like to see just new experiences within Halo, man. Like, I could probably see, like, that's why they went with like a remake, just because they know it works. It's a faster turnaround, less testing is needed. You just need to test to make sure that everything works rather than if it actually plays out well. But it's like I feel like Halo just relies so much on nostalgia and past experiences that it just can be. It's like, I just want new things, man. Like, everything I think we get within Halo is just either a cosmetic or some experience that we had 10 years ago, and we're bringing it back, you know? It's like, man, I just want new stuff to do in this game. Seriously. It makes me a little salty. So, Mark Landers, welcome to the chat. Jesus Christ, I don't ask too much from 343. Know what? And you say, this map looks better to have repulse. This better have repulse grapple audit. I'm not going to, or I'm going to be sad about it. I know a lot of pros are not liking repulse though. They might, I think, because did they remove the repulse on live fire somewhere else, if I remember correctly? Actually, let me see if I can change like appearance here when it comes to. I have like view count, show count, show. Cause I would like to show viewer count. Yeah, that'd be nice. And oh man, all for realsies though. Those are currently have like 42 concurrent viewers watching right now, so thank you guys all for coming by. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you tap follow, subscribe, all that stuff, you know, to keep yourself updated with just gaming news and info stuff. If you want to see your chat pop up on screen, just keep chatting right here. You'll show up. I can't figure out how to make it stay persistent, which would be ideal. Help out with that algorithm, boys. Come on. No. Yeah, the rig played very well, but doesn't look that good at all. Man, I'm kind of agree with it. Like, it looks very lockout, which is like the idea of what the forger had in mind with the map, but it's just like, does it have to look just like lockout? You know, like even Bungie changed lockout when they made blackout in Halo 3 to kind of liven up the color palette and textures a little bit, you know what I mean? And it's been a complaint with a lot of Forge maps that they look kind of just bleh. And the thing is, like, a lot of people complain about not being colorful and looking just like, you know, monochromatic. I liked the idea of having like drab colored maps. I think it's a nice change of pace. Like, I thought with the Plaza remake that's in Halo Infinite, I like the visuals of it. They could have maybe done a little bit better job of like saying like, oh, maybe add some color to like be able to identify like for callouts and things like that. But I think the map looks kind of cool. Kind of remind me of Tachanka from Mass Effect, which I really like that. Assault is coming, but honestly, should I be excited? Again, like another Halo experience we've had for 20 years within this game or whatever. I'm not too excited when they hear like, oh, Assault's coming back. I'm like, I'm not excited about that. You know, I don't know why it was even gone in the first place. You know what I mean? Game mode where you play as 343 Guilty Spark and race across a Halo ring. Surprised it wasn't a playable character in Halo Wars. Are we talking about Skull King? Man, I mean, like have like a floaty race mode or something like that in Infinite. I mean, like, it'd be kind of fun, but I mean, that would be an actual mode with a new experience. Was it supposed to be Sand Trap coming? I don't think Sand Trap was ever coming. I think people just made really good Forge maps that got showcased on Twitter and stuff like that, but nothing really moved forward. I do remember the map Nemesis was supposed to come into Halo Infinite. We talked about this earlier in the previous live stream. If you guys remember the map Nemesis that someone forged back, this was supposed to come back in like season 3. Let me type in like Halo Infinite Nemesis. This map right here. This map right here. Fantastic map by Warholic, which I actually have been chatting with a little bit with DMs with him about this. This map is amazing. This is a very early on Forge. This is before season 3 of Halo Infinite, so we're talking like a year ago. And I made videos about this map because it looks so cool. And this is one of those maps that looks dev made, but it's made in Forge. Like, incredible job. The atmosphere is on point. The forging is perfect. The problem is that people were actually falling through the map because of desync. Now that desync is technically removed from Halo Infinite, this map apparently was put back into testing to be hopefully brought into the game. I really want to play on this map. It's very classic Halo style, but you know, in Halo Infinite Forge, and it looks amazing. Like, this looks like a dev made map. You could tell me if you didn't tell me this was a Forge map, if you told me this was a dev made map, I'm like, yeah, the devs are cooking. So hopefully we get this map put into, because this map is amazing. I can't remember in Pasol, but basically the issue was, like, since it was, this is what I talked about in my previous videos as well. We're saying, like, with desync being removed with this new networking update, that it will actually help out a lot with the forgers with creating map content for us to play around with. Now, I'll always be excited about new maps coming into the game, but I will kind of just wish, and like it's great and it's fun, but I'm just not super excited about it, I guess. I don't know. By the way, quick little reminder, guys, we have 71 minutes until the live stream does go live here. So make sure you stay on live on the channel here, guys. So it's supposed to go live at about an hour 15. It will be going live at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which could be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. if I remember correctly, BST, or British Standard Time, I guess. I'll call it that. What's up, Brookie? Thanks for coming by the stream. Alpha. None of the maps feel good anymore. Also, I can send you a clip of a hacker I ran into, speed hacking, killing everyone on the map. Oh, shit, I'd believe it. This totally goes into what Lucid recently said on Twitter, which also kind of sparked more things. I can't even see if he's on Twitter. I didn't save the tweet. Let me find Lucid here. Lucid. He tweeted something out that I think would resonate a lot with the community here, and I think it's worth sharing. What's up, Mystic? Thanks for coming by the stream. Yeah, the Twitch names are always blue, so they. Will Smith, dude, we got a legend. We got the Will Smith himself, dude. How's your game going, by the way? I kid. Thanks for coming by the stream. Lucid said this recently on Twitter saying, PvP as a Halo player in the last month, 343 is bailing on Halo seasons. Your shots aren't counting. You're waiting in eternity to find games, and ones you find are terribly balanced. We're still playing brown and gray Forge maps. This has been like right before the official announcement of the new map, with no other new content. On top of that, cheaters flying around on their magic carpets, while in the dark assuming the next Halo game comes out in 3 years. It's actually a pathetic action at Halo, and I'm like, might be kind of true about that. Licinity, what's up, girl? Kevin Cool is the coolest. You know. You know. Thanks for coming by. Which I'm curious if I could do this. If I go shout out and then do Vicinity, if that actually works on the Twitter side of things, on the Twitch side of things. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I don't have Twitter chat. I just have Restream chat open. I don't have Twitch chat open. Maybe that worked. Probably didn't. But yeah, guys, on Twitch, if you guys like watching Halo live streams and other content, don't forget to send a follow. She's fantastico. But man, ugh. Yeah, honestly, like the other community responses to this tweet as well were just ugh. Pity, thanks for coming by the stream. Min Bliss said that it's bad when you're the one tweeting about it. Yeah, that's true. Because once like Lucid isn't really a person who like just rants on Twitter all the time, be like, oh, they're number company bad, right? But like Lucid will tweet out something like this when it actually has been pretty bad, and it's been pretty bad. I haven't come across any cheaters personally, but I think that's just since he's like a top tier player, that's where you come across people cheating most often. Laughing at Blitz, so true. Yeah, right. Spartan said, it always makes me feel some type of way when I see Lucid tweet like this. Yeah, very true. Jay Tracer, another Twitch streamer, content creator, saying, I'm glad you're speaking up about this. As a content creator, it's been challenging. Mainly, the main thing I've been feeling when it comes to Halo's content is really just how we're all feeling right now. Very true. That I've been mainly kind of just struggling to find matches within Halo for the most part. Like any more of the niche modes, like you can still find ranked matches, you can still find Slayer quick play matches. But if you're going to like SWAT or something like that, Fiesta, you probably still find matches rather well. But I've had very low interest with Halo right now at the moment. But I'm still keeping an eye on it because I care about the franchise. You may look at my wall right here. Look at this. Halo. It's Halo. It's Halo. Look at this. I got the Master Chief. I got like the special case of Infinite. Because I like Halo. I just want Halo to be good, baby. Playing mid diamond lobbies and literally found somebody using wall hacks. Oh man. That's when you know it's rough. When people are ass with using cheats and they're still terrible at the game. You know? Sheesh, dude. Sheesh. I just pretend Helldivers 2 is ODST that we never got. Dude, you're right, dude. I remember when I first saw Helldivers reveal trailer or whatever, and I was like, dude, this just looks like they copied ODST. And it's like, yeah, it was because it's been doing nothing with that entire genre of Halo. They released one game back in 2009 about ODSTs, and it was really well received. And they're like, okay, that's all we're doing with that. I'm like, bro, so many opportunities there. 5 more minutes or 1 hour? You got 1 more hour left, David the Foodie. But we're still here just kind of chatting, get ourselves ramped up, set our expectations for what to come from this live stream. I'm expecting we have a community live stream. You can probably expect it to be like an hour long, right? We might have some announcements along with this, because if it's just going to be like another operation, they would have just done like another like 30-second trailer, right? I have a feeling we're going to get a little bit of a roadmap coming forward. They might be announcing other operations coming around after this. They might announce the death of Infinite's live service for June this year. We'll see. For this to be a community live stream, it makes me excited to know what's happening with Infinite moving forward. I think we'll get a little bit of that, a pseudo roadmap, if you will, with no direct dates. What to expect. They'll showcase the new operation. We might get an update about the exchange that's coming into Halo Infinite, right? We saw I think in the last community live stream, if I remember correctly, Sketch talked about like how the MCC has that exchange where you get rewarded points, and then from those points you can use that to spend on unlock items within the game and stuff like that. And looking to do that with like different cosmetics that were like time-based cosmetics and things like that. I think we'll see we might see an announcement about that. We could hear an announcement about the match composer as well. And also maybe a pseudo roadmap of operations to come. We'll have to wait and see. If they're gonna 343, I'm wondering if they'll do an announcement about the end of the live service coming this year. I'm expecting the live service to end this year in June. We'll have to wait and see though. This could be the final operation of Halo Infinite, and then moving forward we'll go into like the Infinite season, kind of like we saw with Splitgate, right? Where you kind of just like maybe just have unlocks you constantly get to spend points on customization within the like exchange and stuff like that. Which actually gives them finally, 3 years later to get something awaits for players to get unlocks by just playing the game. Oh man. Oh jeez. It's just been hard out here as a Halo fan, man. I love playing ranked, but won't play it now since cheating has worsened. Yeah, I totally get that. You're hyped. Well, I'm glad you're hyped, Teleporter. I'm excited. I'm more excited about like to hear what's coming next. I think we're gonna get more than just what this operation is going to be. I think we're gonna get a verbal roadmap, no actual dates or anything, but kind of just like a heads up of what's coming. You know what I mean? I don't see an announcement of the LA servers ending. It's just gonna be a website post. We'll see, man. I think we could see like this be an announcement of like the last operation, and then moving forward we'll have like the point system for the exchange just coming in that Sketch mentioned to come in, to where that will be like the sense of progression you can have to unlock things, right? You get time played, you get a point, and you can use that point to unlock in the exchange for cosmetic items that were like time-based, or maybe some that were definitely tied to promotions, maybe shop items. I doubt that, but we'll have to wait and see. Bring back assassinations. I mean, I would love to see it come back, but that's just not happening, Mystic. Let's be real, come on. They feel a little like Blizzard. I mean, you ain't really wrong about that. 343 achieves seasonality and then immediately abandons it. Yeah, we had like 3 good seasons of a live service for Halo Infinite, and they're like, okay, we're done with that. Like the moment we were starting to get like a good amount of momentum coming back into the game, like I actually noticed this on my YouTube channel, like views were actually starting to go up around like season 4 and season 5. Views were actually going up. People were starting to get interested back into the game. And then once the announcement of going to the operation model and dropping seasons, it was just people were like, all right, I'm checking out. But man, it's rough out here. Season 5 should have been a standard season for Infinite, but it was. Season 5, it was a regular season. We had season 3, 4, and 5 that felt like a live service. We had a good 6 month. We had a good like 6-8 month run there, guys. Hurts me because I played over 1,000 hours into the game, but it's reality. Yeah, I mean, yeah, same. I'm at like just under 900 hours into Halo Infinite. It's just, we are where we are right now, man. You know? It sucks, but it's the truth. Let's say 343 loses the Halo IP because Bungie, who would you like to see take a shot at it? It's always good to be 343 because 343 is the studio that makes Halo, but it's ultimately just a branch of Microsoft. That's all it is. The same thing with like the Coalition for Gears of War. Like it'll change heads, but it'll still maintain that name. Like, we're never gonna see. I don't think we'll ever see 343 not make Halo games, because 343 is a branch of Microsoft, and Microsoft's never letting go of the IP of Halo. Unless they license it out to another team. And at that point, it's like, really, anybody can make a good game, honestly. I mean, we saw this happen with various studios already within the game industry as a whole, right? Like, we saw Portkey Games, Avalanche Studios. Yo! Huff, fup, fup. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that, man. Love the name. Like Avalanche Studios with Portkey Games, right? They never made like an open world RPG game yet before, and then they made Hogwarts Legacy, and the game's actually good. You know, I think I think a lot of studios could have potential of doing really great things with Halo if they have the right vision, if they follow up properly with what they want to do with the game, if it's something that's sustainable, then absolutely could do well. I mean, everybody loves Halo. Everyone's played it. Everyone loves it. You know, especially people my age, like they grew up playing Halo, and now they're probably at the age now where they're actually making the games. For a lot of the developers who make games are my age. They're out there making games, and they're, you know, coding things up. They still have to listen to the boomers who are like, wait, how do you open up this file on your PC? No, I'm just kidding, but but did it start already? No, we're still waiting. We still have 57 minutes until the live stream, but we're kind of just chatting, speculating and things like that. Everyone loves Halo except for Halo fans. I mean, yeah, everyone loves Halo, but they don't actually play it. That's because everything about Halo, every new thing that they've tried with Halo it's just kind of ruined the nostalgia of it. And there's a thing about Halo that people just need to... From what I've heard from a developer who used to work at Halo, is that like they just need to recognize that Halo is a boomer shooter, right? It's for people who are 25 at youngest playing Halo to 45, right? I was 14 when I first played Halo 1 back in the day, back in 2001. So I'm like the target market. I'm right in the middle of like the people who are playing. I'm actually probably more right in the middle of like the generation of people who play Halo. But I'm 24 then? Oh, I'm sorry, Eric, then you're just kind of, you're out, man. I'm sorry. I kid. But, but I'm saying like, you know, Halo, I think Halo just kind of, a lot of people just view Halo as like, oh, my dad played that game. And the thing is like everyone knows Halo. Everyone's played Halo. They've made a decision if Halo's gameplay is for them or not. But the thing is that they need to do with 343. So what 343 did try to do is try to revamp the gameplay itself and maintain like big team battle and 4v4 and stuff like that. And that's not really what they need to do. They need to keep that core gameplay mechanics of like Halo 3, maybe a little bit of Reach, or Halo Infinite, for example, but then expand on what you can do with those mechanics and like build out like a Halo Wars 2 first-person shooter where every person who can, everything that can shoot in the game is player controlled or something, you know, make it like a Battlefield 2042 but with Halo or something, you know. Instead they changed the gameplay of Halo rather than changing the game of Halo, if that makes sense, you know. Hey Kevin, I hope you're having a great day. I have to say that I agree with you. My excitement for what plans for Infinite's future and the future of Halo. Yeah, I think we might get like a pseudo, like I mentioned, I think we might get like a pseudo verbal roadmap, kind of just like, hey, here's heads up, this is what's happening. Because we got that back in January, right? Of the next 4 months of Halo, right? What's happening? And right now the community's like having this separation anxiety of like, oh no, what's happening? Where did you go? Do you still love me? When does the live stream start? It starts in 54 minutes. So we're just kind of chatting about, speculating, and just kind of chatting about Halo right now. Almost like a live podcast, if you will. I can't lie, I'm jealous of Fallout fans, and they're eating good. I barely play Halo as much anymore, but it's frustrating to see how this franchise has been mishandled and all its media forms reflects. Kind of right. Kind of true about that. Kind of right. Kind of right about that. It's been rough out here, man. But Reflex, is good to see you, man. Thanks for coming by. Kaizen Murphy, thanks for coming by the stream. It's sad to be a Halo fan. Hasn't been doing much. I mean, it's hard out here, man. It's hard out here for a pimp. You know, that's what the song feels. That's what being a Halo fan feels like. We got Helldivers 2 on Xbox or ODST version built in Forge. We do know that the Forge Falcons are currently working on the Helldivers in Halo Infinite's Forge. So that's a pretty cool thing. Leaks and rumors are suggesting that Helldivers 2 might be coming to Xbox they're in very early discussions with PlayStation to possibly bring it to Xbox for Helldivers 2. If that's the case, hell yeah. Pun intended. What's up, Mamba? Thanks for coming by, man. If you guys want to see it, I have the clip shared if you guys want to hear it. This was a leak rumor on the Xbox Era podcast. And these are also the same people who kind of broke the news about Tatanka being kind of set on the back burner a little bit. This is a quick little news clip that they had to talk about Helldivers 2 potentially coming to Xbox. Why do I hate you, Holotide? Because you're a sad Halo kid and just can't get over the franchise. Let's be real. Come on. Just get over, man. Move on. No. God, I'm saucy today, man. I'm just very saucy. Not gonna lie, Helotide, I kind of giggled when I tweeted that out at you. Everything I love dies. True, you're like Halo, then Destiny, and then we're back to Halo. And then I think it's just you, Holotide. Go be a Call of Duty YouTuber, all right? Yeah, Titanfall as well. Just go be a Call of Duty YouTuber, all right? So we can kill that. So you can kill that franchise, all right? And then we can have Halo have a better opportunity with it for the next Halo release in 2020, 32 or whatever. All right, can we just do that? Can you just do that for me, Holotime? Okay, getting sidetracked. This is what the current leaks when it comes to Xbox possibly getting Helldivers 2.
Okay,
we need music for the
rumor
mill
super
background.
chat, but maybe I'll do it. I'll do it after the rumor mill. Risk its super chat. Rumor mill. I've got to be very careful. I've got to be very careful with this one. It's not Fortnite. That's okay.
It's not Fortnite. This is spicy.
Fortnite.
This is a spicy meatball.
Remember, this is the rumor mill. It's stuff I hear. Yeah?
Yeah.
Please don't take this as confirmation of everything. It's not the announcement mill. It's just stuff I hear and I share with all of you when I'm allowed to. So,
how about the webcam on? You know, it's just me. I'm not just stealing content.
CEO at the moment. I think the CEO might be a little more open to certain things. So what I've heard, it's just the rumor that I've heard, is that there may be some very, very early preliminary discussions about the possibility of Helldivers 2 coming to Xbox.
It's interesting. It's
Pog.
interesting, isn't it? Because like when I played Helldivers.
So yeah, and then that's all they had to really say about it, which is kind of cool. Again, this is very, very early. These are very early discussions. This is preliminary talks. They probably, at least that discussion is happening, it seems like. Like I said, with the new PlayStation CEO, it might be a little more open to cross-play, having other titles on other platforms. Xbox has tried probably being like, hey, man, see the success that these games are having now? If you have your own studios that are letting games be on our platforms, how much more money you're bringing in, you know, rather than forcing people to be exclusive, especially since the console war for most popular console for this generation is kind of over at this point. Like PlayStation is above Xbox. Xbox is a solid third place. They're just kind of stuck there. You know, then I think exclusivities when it comes to games nowadays for between Xbox and PlayStation are kind of irrelevant. It was there at first, right? You know, definitely the first couple of years when these new consoles came up, but now it's been 4 years, right, with these new consoles. So, dude, what is this music that's playing right now? This is horror music that's playing right now. It's like, it's spooky. Xbox might be getting Helldivers. Okay, let me switch the music here. So is the gravity hammer shoddy? Was it decoration or was it this whole time? Are you saying like, are we gonna get? I don't think we're getting any new. We're not getting any new sandbox items with Halo Infinite moving forward. Just like it's just not happening, unless some dev at 343 takes time out of their day in their off hours to make it happen, which I doubt they would allow that. But we'll see. Helldivers too, but your elites dropping from Covenant ships on human worlds for the great journey. Yeah, but then you'd be killing humans, right? And then I don't really think that's the same kind of vibe you want to have with Halo. It's a cool idea. Maybe a cool spin-off or something, but I don't know. Maybe that'd be cool for like a mission in a campaign, but maybe not like a game. I don't think it has the same kind of vibe you would have for like a Halo game, you know what I mean? What's up, King Booty? What's so funny with Destiny 2's DLC is coming out soon, and Elden Ring DLC comes out that weekend. The Roots of the Final Shape, a RIP Destiny 2. Yeah, it's kind of rough timing for them to release that DLC. But I think there's two different player bases. Like, definitely, I mean, there's always crossover when it comes to games like that for how popular Elden Ring is, right? But those are two very different games. I don't think they have to worry too much about like people not playing a game because of the Elden Ring DLC. I mean, they'll take a little bit of a hit, but nothing substantial, right? It's not like you're releasing like the Destiny 2 DLC along with, but keeping in competition with like a new Call of Duty release or something, you know what I mean? Or Helldivers 2 version with a Human Forerunner War. I can imagine that. I don't know if the Human Forerunner War would be really something you would make a game about. Like if Halo was thriving, right, and we just had so much content, go for it. But there's still, I think you just need Spartans in some kind of capacity. ODSTs are fine. They are like mini Spartans, right? So that you can get away with that. But I think a Human Forerunner war game or we just feel too detached from what Halo is. Like, we still need to get a good core Halo experience. I've been kind of waiting on that since Reach. We had a chance. We had that potential with Infinite, man, but the live service just wasn't there. Sorasia teased Assault in a tweet. I saw that as well. And, I mean, is anyone excited about Assault coming into Halo Infinite? I mean, it'd be good for, like, ranked modes. That'd be kind of cool if they could figure out to do it in ranked. But even then, it's like, it make me feel like this. Oh shoot, wait, never mind. It make me feel kind of like this right here. Hopefully I can get this button to work. Nope, that didn't work either. It make me feel like this. That's my reaction to Assault coming back into Halo Infinite. Halo was not dead, Adam. Come on, let's be real. David Foodie, I'm 40. I mean, I'm 37. I'm not that much younger than you, man. And we're like the core Halo audience right now. We are the audience keeping Halo alive, dude. Extraction was such ass in ranked gameplay. I didn't mind it too much, but it wasn't really that great either, though. Okay, would a Helldivers idea work with playing as Banished dropping into? No, I think the thing is that you're just Banished-controlled Covenant worlds. So, like, you're playing as the Banished, but then you're killing aliens still. No, I think it's still, like, you need to have, like, that differential between like human technology versus alien technology. It's like I think you need to have that kind of conflict and I guess you call it duality. I guess you would call it that when it comes to that, because it's just like makes you kind of feel like you're rooting for the home team when you have humans kicking ass against aliens. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're playing Aliens versus Aliens, it's like watching an away game of like two different teams. They're like, yeah, they're in our division. You know, like I'm a Mariners fan, as you can tell, but this would be like me watching like the Oakland A's play against the Texas Rangers. Like, yeah, I'm invested because we're in the same division, but it's not the Mariners, so I don't really care to watch a whole lot. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I would feel about that if we were playing like a human covenant, a human forerunner war, because they just don't have like Spartans, and like the humans were just kind of like high-tech humans. We don't even know like really what the technology that they had back then. I mean, we might have a little bit of an idea, right? But I mean, I don't know. I think you need to have like that human versus aliens aspect within a Halo game to really make it feel like a Halo game. Okay, yeah, I get that. Okay, so yeah, see, Super Steve's on my back, got my back on that one. How many Fallout games are there? If you count 76, then there are 5 Fallout games. Because you have 1 and 2, but they're more like isometric top-down view kind of things because they're so old, right? They released back in the late 90s. And then Fallout 3 was the first like first-person shooter RPG game that they made. So that's kind of like where like it really started, right? With Fallout 3, then you had Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas. Oh, yeah, New Vegas, so there'd be technically 6 games. So you had Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, and then you had Fallout 76. So those are the main games out there. Funny thing was though, so I like to watch this guy named Luke Stevens, right? He's a YouTuber. He's kind of a guy I kind of idolize when it comes to content creation because I really like his stuff. And he was talking about, and he's kind of like, you know how we're all like sad Halo kids? He's kind of like a sad Bethesda kid. Because he's just like, man, Bethesda has been so hit or miss, and so man, could have been doing better kind of things recently, which totally understandable since like 2018, really. Especially with Fallout 76. And he talked about the reality of when we could see a new Fallout game, right? And we already know that the Fallout show has been approved for season 2. But right now, Bethesda is working on the Elder Scrolls 6. That's their next game coming out. I'm expecting to see some kind of preliminary announcement vibes of what they're working on right now when it comes to Elder Scrolls 6 with this coming Xbox showcase. But that won't release. So that got announced back in 2018. That was way too early of an announcement, right? Very preliminary work was being made back in 2018. We're on 2024 now. I wouldn't expect Elder Scrolls 6 to release until 2025 at the absolute earliest, more like 2026 or probably when I would expect Elder Scrolls 6 to be announced. So that would be what, close to 10 years between Elder Scrolls games, right? And then because you have the new Starfield DLC coming out this fall, if I remember correctly, and then you'll probably have Elder Scrolls 6 release at the end of 2025. And then they're going to start working on Fallout 5, most likely. And Fallout 5 might be 20 years between Fallout games. Which, if you think about how long it takes to make a Fallout game and the current standard of what Bethesda has set with their games, it could take like 6+ years after that to release a new game. And that's if there's no delays. And so we're looking like into the 2030s when it comes to the next Fallout game, and that just doesn't sit right with me, and also with Luke Stevens was talking about it. You would think that Xbox would try to maybe hand Obsidian the rights to a new Fallout game or something like that, you know, while they're working on the next Elder Scrolls or something. And Fallout has a Fallout here, right? Does the live stream begin? No, we still have we have 39 minutes until the live stream goes live. So we're kind of just chatting right now with you guys, speculating and just understanding what could come of the next Halo experience. I have a feeling we're gonna get a pseudo like verbal roadmap with this coming game or coming live streams, since they're doing more of a live stream of this. Maybe we got 4 people watching on Twitch. I appreciate all your Twitch viewers. People we got watching here on the YouTubes as well. I'm curioso about that. 65 people watching on YouTube. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming by. Make sure, guys, if you are new to the channels, to make sure to tap follow, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. If you want to help support the channel, memberships on YouTube are always appreciated. Twitch Primes on Twitch are always appreciated as well. So I really do appreciate you guys coming by, hanging out, and chatting here while we wait and ramp up for the next major announcement coming for the Halo franchise. So I really do appreciate you guys very much. So thank you all very much for this. You know, having this many people come in, there's plenty of YouTube channels and Twitch channels you can come by to watch it, back you come by here to hang out. I really do appreciate that. So thank you. Press X to veto the next map selection. That's not happening. That's just not gonna happen. So yeah. Assault and BTB would be nice to have for another mode at least. I mean, yeah, but it's just another experience that we've had for the last 20 years in Halo being brought back into the game. It's just like, that doesn't get me excited. Hit that like button. Very true. Yes, if you're on YouTube, tap like. It helps with the algorithm. That veto button would be amazing. It would be nice. But, I mean, I don't really mind the map rotation in Halo Infinite anyways. Unless it's launch site. I don't ever like playing that map. I don't know why it's still in the game. But maybe it was like a higher up manager that made, yo, King Booty with us, subscribe. Let's freaking go. Now I'm actually excited about this one. Thank you very much, King Booty with us, subscribe. I really do appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much for that support, man. Greatly appreciated. Classic Halo village from the past in the games is what we need. I'm bored with classic Halo coming into Halo Infinite, dude. Like, honestly, like I am actually like bored to tears when it comes to that stuff. Like the rig coming back in the Halo Infinite, I'm like, that's cool. It's a good map. But I want a new map. I want new things. You know, I'm tired of being stuck in the past when it comes to Halo. I want new things, okay? I'm sorry, but that's just me. I'm sorry. Casey Murphy, I want a Halo Wars and Halo regular campaign combined game. Oh, I read that horribly wrong. Oh my god, my dyslexia is kicking in super hard. I want a Halo Wars and Halo regular campaign combined. Why did I add in game again? Halo campaign combined game. Hear me out. You have to move your battalion from top-down general's view, but then you can select any Spartan on the field to jump into first person for that Spartan. Allowing the jumping around will allow you to sit back and move the war, but be able to influence individual fights. I mean, that would be a really cool thing, right? But... Oh my gosh, and King Booty with the follow? He subscribes then follows? My dude. That's the correct order to do things, guys. Okay, take note. No. I'd rather just see just a first-person Halo Wars where every character you see on the map is controlled by a player. That's what I like to see, personally. Basically, like that global battles, or we could do like that global battle mode that was supposed to happen or tested with Halo Reach. You guys remember? You guys know anything about global battle? I think it was supposed to be like a PvE type of mode, if I remember correctly. But then it was tested very early on for Halo Reach, and then kind of got scrapped and probably have like morphed into Invasion. Halo Reach global battle, because it looked like a really sick mode. And something I wish was actually came to life right here. This is from a Bungie presentation back in like 2009, I believe it was, early 2010, and there's kind of showcasing some like cut content from the game. That they kind of played around with. They were talking like space battles in here, watercraft they kind of tested around with to see how that would play. Assassinations when it comes to hunters, which would have been sick. Of course, it's just kind of things where like, yeah, you see that working and they just cut it. It's like, well, they probably couldn't make it work for like a game. Giant prototypes, which is funny. We cut to the global battle. This was the global battle mode here that they kind of tested around with. Supposed to be kind of like a cinematic, I think kind of PvE kind of experience here. Second stream, you better believe it, man. Yeah, we streamed yesterday, we're streaming today. We're at it, man. What's up, Halo Daycare? Welcome to the stream. But you can see here, like, this looked sick. This is something that this is what I was talking about, where you don't change the core gameplay of Halo to give you a new experience. You change the gameplay around the core. You don't change the core gameplay, you change the game itself, right? But it still feels like Halo with the shooting and movement mechanics and weapons and vehicles and all that stuff. But just expand on what you can do with it, right? Like a large-scale PvE type of mode would actually be pretty fun if they could find a way to make it like interesting. You know, just going in and just shooting up a bunch of AI, it's not really that exciting. But if you can find ways to like maybe give players objectives or unlocks tied to it, or some type of player urgency with it, or give players some urgency to move around, or make it PvP versus PvE, yeah, like what Nick says, like that could definitely be something as well. Expand on the sandbox or what you can do with the game rather than changing the gameplay loop itself, because it was proven that classic Halo gameplay was loved. Everyone loved it, and then Halo Reach came in and they completely changed it, and everyone's like, what the heck is this? You need to play super cute ska/happy ska tunes with that. Miss those classic weapons. I know we all do, man. Well, like something like that would be exciting for a new Halo mode. Bringing back Assault, I'm not that interested. If you made global battles an actual thing, then you got my attention. Make a Halo Battle Royale, you got my attention. Bringing back Assault, I'm like, woo. You know? Or like, woo. Right, I'm like, woo. You know what I mean? Ever since Husky Raid, it's been so hard to switch back to Team Slayer. Again, Husky Raid was a game mode that we played back in Halo 4, dude. I mainly played it in Halo 5, but it was also it started in Halo 4. A game mode that was now 12 years now old at this point. It's like, bruh. Alright guys, if anyone here is just jumping into the channel, we have 30 minutes. I count 30 minutes until the live stream. Again, I have a feeling where I get more than just like, this is what the new operation is going to be. I think we're going to have a bit of a verbal roadmap of what to expect with Halo moving forward. Because right now the community's having this like anxiety of like, I don't know what's happening with my favorite game. It's like, they're cooking, dudes. Chill. It's kind of, we'll know. It might address the cheating or what they, you know, actually might even address the cheating that's going on with the game and see like what they can do to update the anti-cheat within the game. We need new weapon challenges and in-game rewards. We need something to do rather than hit like max rank. Like you hit like max rank months ago, I have no reason to play. That's the thing about there's something about that mentality. King Booty, get that name, Jesus Christ. That, like, shouldn't the gameplay be enough for you to make you want to play? You know, rather than like, where's my carrot at the end of the stick? But of course, it does help incentivize people to play. But because I care more about the gameplay and what you can do within the game, right? Like having new cosmetics is like a nice little cherry on top for me. I've never really been one to care a lot about customization. You know, I play around with it a little bit in Infinite because I like the customization a lot with Infinite, but I'm not too caught up in it. Like I'm not spending money in the shop, that's for sure. Unless it was the CE armor set, I did buy that. Ridiculous price, $20 microtransaction. Not so microtransaction. but I wanted it. Because I'm a Halo boomer, man. Come on. You're hitting me right in the heart in that one. If any would have a challenge attached to it, similar COD would go a long way. Oh yeah, definitely would though. That's something that should be in the game. I agree. Because people love having their challenges and things to grind for, especially with the live service game, like Halo being live service. It's a game you're meant to grind. But you know, we don't get those kind of things here at Halo. Okay. What's up, Red Daddy? I got the hero armor and it's cool, but I can't even customize it fully. Yeah, I know you can put like you can put a few coatings on it, I know, but you can't really change the armor set on it. Which would be sick, but that's not a thing we get in Halo either. Oh yeah, something like, yeah, unlocking weapon, yeah, of course, King. We're talking about playable unlocks within Halo, okay? You get one per week, okay? And most of the times those are emblems. So that's all you get, okay? Be happy what you get, okay? The weekly challenges, man. Oh, maybe with like they might. I think we'll get an announcement about like the exchange coming in the Halo Infinite that was announced back in January that they're working on. We might get some updates with exchange. We'll get some updates on the match composer. We might also get some updates on like potential future of Halo, and we'll see like if they're doing new operations, if they're killing the live service at the end of everything. I don't know. The 343 just needs to find a way to deliver bad news better. Honestly, like if Sketch is sitting down with this live stream, guys, be concerned. Okay. Some news is dropping with this, okay? If Sketch is going to be here. If you just see Unishack when some other people from the community team or some developers, rest easy. If you see Sketch there, it's like, oh god. It's like the same thing with like when you ever saw Sketch and Joseph Staten sitting down for a video, you're like, oh no. Like we're gonna get some good information, but you're not. It's gonna be like Cillian Murphy, right? In The Dark Knight, where he's playing a sad man. He's like, I told you my product would take you places. I didn't tell you where it was you would like it, you know? That quote from Batman. Let me see if we can find that quote, because that's like totally captures let's see, Cillian Murphy, Batman. Actually, I probably can't show it because this would probably take down my stream if I actually showed this kind of stuff. A scarecrow got. No, he was playing a scarecrow. That's what he was. Let's see if I can find like a video about it here. And that's totally how I feel about like sometimes with Halo. Like I told you my product would take you places. I didn't tell you what places you'd want to go. It wasn't a Dark Knight. It was Dark Knight. Oh god, where is it? Yes, I did, Foodie. We talked about it earlier, and he was kind of like 100% on point. Yeah, with the whole thing. Is this it? Let me see if I can find the video real quick. I think this is it.
To offer, you can buy from someone else.
Yeah, this is absolutely from. This is absolutely like how it feels to be a Halo fan right now.
Buyer beware. I told you my compound would take you places. I never said there'd be places you wanted to go.
So true, man.
Is this? Repeat customers. You don't like what I have to offer, you can buy from someone else. Assuming Batman left anyone to buy from.
Like Batman being Microsoft. Dude, that's exactly what it feels like to be a Halo fan right now.
Look what you drug. Steals my customers.
Halo fans, right? The Halo fan being thrown right here. This is a Halo fan.
My customers.
Buyer beware. I told you my compound would take you places.
Oh my god, it hurts, but it's so true. It's so true. I told you my game would take you places. I didn't tell you it would be places you'd want to go. YouTubers be like, these are repeat customers. These are your Halo fans. It's like, they can go somewhere else. Assuming Microsoft let them go, let them buy out somewhere else. Oh, I'm getting lightheaded from laughing on that one too much. Jesus Christ. But either it said 11:30. Did the change of time WTF? No, we still are waiting 23 minutes right here. 23 minutes in the live stream will go live, and then we'll have a full reaction about that. Now we'll have a video going live on my YouTube channel later today, talking about that. Talking about YouTube channel, the boys and grills. We did have a video go live today. Oops, wrong buttons right there. Talking about, dude. Talking about Halo again. And we're just being sad Halo kids once again because that's what we do best on this channel.
With Fargo, the new
ads are great. I had this video go live today, guys. If you haven't checked it out, please do. It's 343 tried to replace Halo announcer and Master Chief. This is a reaction video I had about a video that I didn't know was posted like months ago, but it just came to my attention, and apparently it was Jeff Steitzer talking about how 343 wanted to completely replace the voice acting cast for Halo, and I was like, what, dude? Just like a little snippet of the intro for you to get to see. Oh, and of course I have it muted. That's perfect. Great YouTuber right here.
That was smart, because I think that people...
Hold up. They wanted to completely replace like the original cast. Halo announcer speaks out against 343. Jeff Steitzer opens up. Keep in mind, so you got that video that went live today. It was just ripped from a live stream. So if you guys ever want to come and check out that content when it initially happens fresh out the oven, just make sure you follow the channel and you'll know you can. And now oftentimes within these videos, I reply to comments and you make it into a video and stuff like that. But yeah, check out that video, guys. If you want to do it, it's on the channel today. It's doing all right. It's like what, a 2 out of 10 video. Then what, the first hour, what, it got like 500 views or whatever. But it's like it's Halo, dude. Like no one really cares. Sadly, but it is what it is. I got another Halo video queued up as well, talking about if the Halo campaign is worth $60. Which is another live stream kind of reaction quote to you get from you guys here. And so, oh, it's like chatting with you guys. It's what mainly like what I like doing with you live streams now. Like, yeah, you can watch me play Halo, but it's like everyone does that. It's boring. You know, no one cares how I play Halo. I'm not even that good at the game. I'm decent. I would say above average at best. I have 1,000 hours on Infinite, but I haven't played since January. Hoping that just bring me back today. Hopefully, man. Like I said, like I got about just under 800, just under 900 hours in the Infinite. But the thing is, like, I want to spend more time playing other games as well. I feel like I've robbed myself from amazing experiences, especially throughout 2023. You know, I'm currently playing through Hogwarts Legacy. I did just install Fallout 4, and I don't know if you guys saw my tweet about Fallout 4, my Fallout 4 tweet, and I thought it was kind of funny. Oh my god, yes. That's some good stuff right there. Hell yeah. Love that. Where is it? Oh yeah. I tried to make Scott Stapp in Fallout 4 from the lead singer of Creed. The worst Fallout. Come on, it wasn't that bad. Let's be real. Yeah, though I would play Fallout Vegas or 3, but apparently those don't even like run on the PC. I think I did okay with trying to copy it within Fallout 4's character editor. The character editor is a little limited, but I think it kind of looks like him a little bit. You know? You know, you couldn't really change like the head shape too much. But I think it's Scott. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him Scott Stapp. All right. Creed lead singer gonna take the Wastelands to a higher level. You can watch me watching someone who's watching someone who watching Kevin play Halo. Exactly, Shogun. Fallout 76 any good? I streamed Fallout 76 last week. We played for about 3 hours, close to 4 hours playing Fallout 76. I did have my little Sherpa from the chat, which I do appreciate. But I wasn't really vibing with it. The first 4 hours, it's a slow burn kind of game. And it's one of those games, if you can get through the beginning part of the game, then you can find yourself getting hooked and would potentially see yourself like getting more and more. Like I can see how the game could escalate to getting you want to be more involved with the game. But right now, I'm not super excited about playing Fallout 76. And I kind of would rather just play like Vegas or Fallout 4 or something like that, you know what I mean? I did see a Holotide new map tweet. We got this, guys. New map. Explore corrosion. New arena map. Traverse cautiously amidst on-foot skirmishes, for the treacherous acid pits pose a perilous threat even to Mjolnir armor. Bludgeon to corrosion 24/7 playlist and test your metal today. Alright, so we got a new arena map. We do have 2 new maps that came into the game today. Corrosion and Interference was a remake of the rig, what we were talking about earlier. Let's see here. Maybe if they change the weighting a little bit here. So several playlist changes were made via backend today. This went live back at 10 o'clock. I always get annoyed how late they are with posting these things. A featured rotational corrosion new forge map developed by 343 Industries. I like how they say that, but I think it's actually Sparasoft. But Sparasoft is like a company working with 343, so like vicariously made by 343. You know, it's kind of like how MCC was made by 343, but really it was like a bunch of other external studios that kind of did a lot of the work, and 343 put it all together. You know what I mean? Has been added to various playlists. Corrosion 24/7 playlists has been added to the matchmaking, so players can immediately jump into the new map. Corrosion has been added to Quick Play, Super Fiesta, Team Slayer, and Team Doubles. Interference, a new community-made Forge map based on the Halo 5 Guardian map, The Rig, has been added into the Ranked Arena playlist. Firefight playlist Grumpocalypse has rotated out, and Firefight King of the Hill has rotated in with several changes. Both Grumpocalypse game modes and the map Behemoth have been added to Firefight King of the Hill playlist. BTB Rotational, BTB Big Team Heavies replaces BTB Social, and Arena Rotational Social Objectives has rotated out because I'm sure Social Objectives got like no population. Because I'm sure your probably match are just nothing but teams in that mode. So you got Corrosion you can jump in and play today. I'm actually excited to play this because it's a new map. It's actually new content compared to the rig, which I get it. Like the rig's great, and it'll probably play out well in ranked. I'm a little excited. I'm slightly excited about playing it, but not too crazy about it. So we got that. That's cool. That's actually new content. By the way, guys, we have just under 15 minutes until the live stream goes live, and I'm sure they'll highlight that as well when it comes to what's going on with Halo today. So we got some new maps. No mention of Assault, so I guess Assault is probably not coming in today with that update. You would think they'd mention it. And I think with that HCS blog about Interference, you think they'd kind of mention about Assault, but not there either. Exclusively ranked. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, why not put that in social as well? I mean, why not? 76 has a similar problem, but super fascinating to get to level 50. Fun for about another 100 levels, and then it's just the same shit over and over again. That's why I felt like it was kind of happening. Like, I don't know, like, I know, like, I'm sure if I played through the main quests of the game, it would be a little exciting, but from when I played, it was like a lot of walking, which, you know, it's what Fallout has, obviously, but I don't know, I just didn't really find it that exciting to play, you know? I don't really have interest in like building up my little house within the world, and that's apparently a thing. That's like a big thing within the game. I just don't really have interest in it, you know? Well, the maps are out today. Exciting stuff. Yeah, well, it's exciting stuff. I'll definitely jump in. We'll play a little bit of it once after the live stream for sure. You know, for that content. If there's another armor shop, hardly anything new. I'm done with Halo. Yeah. Okay. We'll see if you're. Okay. I'm not to call you out, man, but I feel like anyone who says they're done with Halo is more like, I won't play this until I see something cool happen and something mildly exciting happens, and then jump back in and play. Like right now, I am kind of feeling that vibe of like, I'm done with Halo, but like, new maps come in, I'll jump in and play, you know? Love these new maps and all, but damn, I just not sweaty enough for ranked. I mean, yeah, it's understandable. Of course, I would also, saying the game is sweaty, I think that's all relative, because everyone has their certain level that they would themselves call sweaty. You know, I guarantee you people in gold lobbies are calling them sweaty. Those are not sweaty lobbies, all right? The sweat doesn't hit until you really hit Onyx. Like, I'm in diamond lobbies and I don't feel like they're sweaty. Sweaty is like, you're kind of playing a little cheesy, you know? Or just being like a little annoying kind of stuff, or just like being super cautious about like keeping your life, you know, rather than like jumping in and playing the objective at logically. I know, it's like I said, everyone has their own level of what they call sweaty. Yeah, it's all relative. I'm done with Halo until the weekly goals reset in 15 minutes. Oh my god, dude, so true. So true. You want sweaty play, BTB? I mean, you do come across a lot of teams with that. Yeah, like if you come across teams against like randoms that can feel sweaty, it's because you're just getting dominated. Spitting facts on sweaty. Yeah, exactly. Like, everyone has their own perception of what's being sweaty within the game is, right? Like, I played with my brother back when he was playing a lot of Halo, and he's like a gold tier player, low tier platinum player. But like he would say, like his friends were all like that same kind of level, like gold tier, low tier platinum, and they would call their lobbies sweaty. I'm like, dude, this is not sweaty. And I'm like, I'm going like 20-5, just casually playing, loving the skill-based matchmaking working in my favor because I'm playing with lower tier players. And I'm like, I'm just vibing in. This is great. I mean, that's like at the tier 2. That's at that gold platinum tier. You hear people complain like, oh, they're just using the power weapons the whole time. And it's like, have you played Halo? You know? But yeah, it's like everyone has their own perspective of what is sweaty. They apparently got like 90 people in the chat right now watching. Dude, thank you guys all so much. Again, if you guys are new, don't forget to tap follow, subscribe if you can. If you want to support, you got memberships on YouTube, which are always appreciated. You can Twitch Prime on Twitch if you want to as well. Again, just coming by, hanging out, and chatting with you guys is more than appreciated. But I'm saying if you guys are willing to, it'd help out a lot with the content here. But more just the fact you guys come by to hang out, I really appreciate it. And also, if you're on YouTube, make sure to tap like on the stream. Helps out with the algorithm when the stream does end up going live. Yo! Verax BR, thank you very much for the subscribe. Let's freaking go. Bring in the hype. We're gonna, yes! See, asking you shall receive, you know. Thank you so much for that subscribe, dude. Really do appreciate that. Is huge. Thank you so much. Again, you don't have to, but always greatly appreciated. Got you. Oh man. Yeah, that's why I always want like. That's always when I get these new these live stream announcements coming. I'm like, oh, it's time to hit the it's time to hit live stream because people want to come by and hang out and chat and see what's new, you know. But hey, it's still like you and the channel, long time watcher, first time viewing. Thank you so much for the news and info. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. How you pronounce? I want to make sure I pronounce your name correctly. Arcanals Lost? Have I pronounced that? Arcanals? Is that how you say it? Arcanals? If I'm mispronouncing, let me know in the chat. But thank you for coming by. Casual kill atrocity, just vibing, bro. I mean, it's like that. When I'm playing in like gold tier playing against like gold tier, low tier platinum players, it do be like that. Like I'm just playing logically. I'm not even playing like, you know, peeking corners and just like, you know, I'm just like timing power weapons, you know, pushing when there's space, you know, just playing logically. Appreciate you as well, Loctiz. Thank you very much. Arcane. Arcane is lost. Oh, okay. I thought that I was an L. That's what was throwing me off. The font makes it look like an L. Arcane is lost. Okay, gotcha now. Hey, it throws me off too when I see like words kind of put together. Okay, we got 7 minutes before live stream. I wanted to showcase like an example what I'm talking about, like sometimes. So, there's this one band. It's called Alexis on Fire, right? This is like an early 2000s like hardcore emo band kind of thing. They're called Alexis on Fire. But when I first saw the name, but it's all one word, right? Oh, I was talking about bands with like my friend who was like really into like that whole like hardcore emo scene back in the early 2000s. And I was much more of a classic rock metal guy. I was like, oh yeah, I've seen the band name Alex is on Fire, but I haven't really listened to them. And they're like, excuse me? And I was like, it's Alex is on Fire, right? They're like, no, it's Alexis on Fire. Then I'm like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. And so that's what I had that exact same problem happen to me with you, Arcane. Facepalm, LOL. Yeah, it was very much a facepalm moment. It was a very vivid IRL facepalm moment I had with my friend there. Or I was like, I've seen a that name around. Alex is on Fire, but I don't know anything about the band. They're like, it's Alexis. I'm like, okay, I follow now. By the way, I'm curious what the like to dislike ratio is going to be on this live stream. Right now, there are 0 dislikes according to the plugin that I have in for Halo for Chrome. But we'll see, like after the live stream, what the like dislike ratio is going to be. Should we place bets? Do you think that after this live stream, do you think it would be above 75%, 50%, or below, or like 25% like ratio? Actually, let's say in the chat, do you think like the like ratio would be 75% likes, 50% likes, or 25% likes after this live stream? I see what you did there. 3 out of 43 like ratio. Watch all your videos. Oh, thank you very much, Brad. I appreciate it. Do you watch the non-Halo videos too? If that, then you are a real one. Well, that's one thing I want to try out this year is branching out a little bit more to content beyond Halo. I'm still always going to be talking about Halo. Don't get me wrong. Any major updates, new content, I'm definitely talking about it. But I'm just not gonna spend every day talking about Halo, just because there isn't that much going on with the game, you know. And I've seen decent success, okay success with some of the branch out content, right? I mean, it will normally get like a fifth of of the views I normally would get on a Halo video. Or like recently, I'm more just kind of hoping like the algorithm kind of takes a hold and runs with it. Like recently I uploaded this video. Just yesterday I uploaded this video right here.
Oh.
It's a video talking about like the recent news that was going around with Immortals of Avium and how that game is struggling. But I kind of rounded off to just like gaming in general. We are like 754 views on it, but like, you know, I used Immortals of Avium, I think, in the thumbnail as well, which I knew, like, I think doing that was gonna hit my views a little bit because people are gonna see Immortals of Avium and go like, I'm not interested, you know, I didn't play the game, not invested. So I think I kind of messed up on the thumbnail with it, but apparently the click-through rate was alright. It got like 5% plus click-through rate on it, so I mean, people clicked on it if they saw it. But yeah, you'll see more videos like that on the channel. Yeah, overall click-through rate's around like 4.9%, which is good. Normal click-through rate's like 2 or 3% on average for most YouTube videos out there. Are you going to any HCS event this year? It would be cool seeing you at Salt. It was cool seeing you at Salt Lake. Oh, dude, what? Dude, Salt Lake was such a great event. Dude, that was such a cool thing. Once I got a chance to give me out. I've never been to Salt Lake City before, so it was a cool thing to jump out to go see that. I wish I could see more of the city, but I was kind of more I was up more north throughout the week because I was seeing my my wife's sister and seeing their house and stuff like that. Killed him plus 4 times in game last night. He said, yes, he did get like 53 kills though. But yeah, true. That's how it usually goes. I will be at, to answer your question though, Josiah, I will be at the HCS Seattle event happening in October this year. Because I live in Seattle. So I'm going to that one. Funds are a little tight this year for me. You know, Halo views are down. I've been looking for work for the last 6 months. And so I will only be able to go to the Seattle event this year. But if you're coming out to Seattle, dude, for Worlds, which if you're going to travel to any Halo event, Worlds is the one to go to. Like, yeah, Salt Lake was a vibe. It was a great event to go to. Totally worth going for me. But if you're like only choosing one event to go to for the year, if you're willing to travel for one, just wait till Seattle in early October. That's the one to go to. Hopefully the family's all good. Sending love from London. Oh, I appreciate it, legend. No, yeah, we're all good here. We're hanging in there, you know. Could be better, but certainly could be worse. Absolutely could be worse. I did also, I mean, I technically did get a job yesterday, but it was so sketchy. I literally just walked out. It was real sketch. For example, my managers didn't speak English. And so I was trying to follow up with what they wanted me to create as a marketing manager, but they we were talking through Google Translate on a phone. That's how we were able to communicate. And I was like, I just don't think this is eventually gonna hit a wall that I'm not gonna like. And the pay was the exact same as my unemployment check, so I'm like, it's just not worth it. It would have been a great experience, but I wasn't really into it. So I just walked out. Alright, live stream starting soon, boys and grills. We do see Uni. That's a Uni. I recognize that haircut. We'll see who else is. This could be Sketch. We'll wait and see. Like I said, if it's Sketch on stream, be prepared mentally. I think he will be on here though. If it's not Sketch, then take a sigh of relief that we're not gonna get bad news. And it's gonna be very focused on the new update. Dude, look at that live stream setup they got right here, dude. This is like professional gear. Oh, yeah, they got some music playing as well, so I'll mute this. Job hunting stream? Question mark. That's the ultimate battle royale right there. I'll apply to a job with like 500 applicants. They're like, will I be the last one standing? Stay tuned to the rest of the stream to find out. Look on monitors. Yeah, we can see like the monitors. You can see them like down there. I think that is Sketch right here, but it could be somebody else. We'll see. Again, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, make sure you tap like on YouTube, tap follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube if you'd like to stay up to date with Halo and gaming stuff in general. We'll be doing more live streams like this on the channel, just kind of chatting, hanging out with the guys, clipping out for YouTube content, trying to integrate live streaming into the channel a little bit more. On menu? Oh, dude, I can't read that. I can't read this. Enhance. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. Well, here we go. Here's the trailer. This trailer is awesome looking, though. I gotta give him props on that. All right. Banished on her. It is Sketch. All right.
All right.
We're live.
We are live. Hey, everyone. What's up? Sketch here, joined by Unishek. We
Oh,
are
that setup
back
is such a
for
vibe.
Community live stream. It's been a hot minute. We remember our plans got thwarted for that last community live stream. That was, we had that network outage in the whole building. So we are excited to be back.
Move her cam a bit.
As you could probably guess
I can
from the
just do
little teaser
this.
there in the intro. And even the art
I
around
was like,
us.
I can't really move it around.
Moving into Banished territory.
Well, maybe
we
I
are going to
could.
give you all a look at what's coming next week. On Tuesday, we'll be
Here,
shipping
here.
our next free update for Halo Infinite.
If I
But
drag
before
it
we jump
down
into that,
like
a
this.
couple cool things that
Yeah.
you may not be aware of because they just have
How about that? Does that
right
work
now,
better?
real time. 2 new maps are available on Infinite. So first one we shared and showed off a bit ago. This is called Corrosion. I believe you will find this map available right now in a 24/7 Corrosion playlist for a short time.
Yep, Corrosion 24/7 live now. You can jump in,
I should
play
if
as
I do
much
this.
of it, get your
'Cause I have, like,
eat your heart out,
let me do
dive
this.
in,
If I do
and get
duplicate.
to dive into some acid pools as
Yeah,
well.
I don't know about
Stream 2.
literally diving into that acid because
And then I'll do
actually
this.
hurt you, but I'm excited to jump back in here. As we were discussing yesterday, last time I played
Like
this was when
that.
we were working on some,
We'll do
some
that.
capture content here in the room with the crew for, I guess that would have been the Yappening operation trailer. So it's been a
Bring me
little
down,
bit
turn
coming,
them up a
but
little bit.
Corrosion is now available. You'll find that in Halo Infinite's matchmaking as of right now.
Yeah, that's a fun 4v4 map.
Let me
a
boost
little
up
bit
the
of a
audio there.
social aspect with vehicles on it, right? I'm always a big fan of the vehicles coming into the 4v4 gameplay.
Yeah,
Should
it's
be
got
fun.
a little bit of everything. So love for y'all to check that out.
Hopefully
Let
that's
us know
all
what
right.
you think. And of course, as a reminder, the Yappening operation is still live, and you have until next Tuesday morning to finish working your way through that reward track if there's still things you want to get. We also have another map that went into matchmaking today. This one's a bit different. This is a update to the ranked playlist.
Yeah, we already talked about
We
this on
know this
stream.
is
But
something
the two
we've heard
new
a lot of
maps.
feedback. We
Good
know
to see
ranked
Corrosion.
players have
Good to
also been
see
very eager to get some additional
new,
content. And we are
interference coming in.
excited to welcome. This map is called Interference. Might look a little bit familiar to you, John. I think this one draws inspiration from the past.
Yes, this is the rig from Halo 5, brought into Infinite by a member of the Forge community. You can see right there, Carlos, Astro, CSF, Frutos, jumped in, wanted to make rig from Halo 5 with a lockout aesthetic. And you can really see it in this shot, how it's got
It's
those
important
lockout
that
vibes, and it should play
Unishek
phenomenal,
preface with
just
a
like it does
outlook
in Halo 5.
Or
Yeah,
look
so
out
this is available in
aesthetic.
ranked as of right now. Also, the HCS team does have plans to add interference. I believe this will be the first community-made Forge map to enter the Halo Championship Series official lineup.
Taking way too long for that to
during
happen.
the Halo Infinite era. So if you head to Halo Waypoint or check out HCS on social,
We need more
the blog
community
went live
maps in
yesterday. A little bit more
ranked.
information about the map. But like John said, I want to give a shout out to Carlos Frutos, thank you for building interference and sharing it with us. And we hope ranked players enjoy going around there and racking up some slays today.
Yeah, should be fun. Yeah.
Oh, legend, that'd be amazing.
Now, though, I think
Reach out to
what
me in either
folks really
Discord
want to talk
or
about is what's
on
new
Twitter
and what's
DMs.
next. So We're going to shift gears and we're going to look forward. Like I said at the start, Halo Infinite's next update's coming on Tuesday, April 30th. So we're 1 week out. Teaser kicked off yesterday, so a lot more information will be forthcoming over the next few days. But today we just want to give you a overview of what's coming. Of course, there's a new operation which we'll take a closer look at.
Let's focus on the operation
other
here.
cool features that we're very excited to share as well. And to do this, we are going to transition into a bit of a live demo here. Typical caveat: this is a pre-release build. We're in sort of in a live and build environment. We're actually. We want to know how the sausage is made. We're actually in real time right now in parallel. This build is going through the certification process on its way to eventually land on your PCs and Xboxes next week. So
I look stressed, honestly.
Fingers crossed none of that interferes with our live stream today, but you never know. This is the reality of real-time game dev.
And we're doing it live.
Speaking of, I see some cable swapping happening just off camera, so I'm just kind of looking around the room, making sure everything looks okay. We're good, maybe.
Okay.
Sorta. Hold on, we're gonna hold for a second. So let me look over here at chat and see if there's anything. Yeah, I do want to. I apologize for folks. We don't have drops enabled, and I don't believe we said drops are enabled. So I'm sorry if there's some confusion out there. When we can, we do try to hook that up, but there are not drops.
I'll have drops enabled on May 4th.
You're not missing anything, but hopefully we can try to get that hooked up for future live streams. It's when we can, we do. It's not something we're able to do for every
Also, I appreciate you coming by again. If you're new to channel, make sure to
we might not be getting some video output, it looks like, all of a sudden.
Appreciate
even though it worked 20 minutes ago.
That's doing it live. So my feed is on.
Okay, well, we can pivot, and we eventually still need 2 machines.
Okay, what's this little SP?
But, let's see.
Right here?
So,
what's this?
You can drive on
this.
All right. So we can still the show will go on as we will try to see behind the scenes what we might be able to do to solve.
Spartan points? Oh, we could the exchange coming in?
Up on stream.
They usually just don't want to show your POV.
They are. So. It is true. Oh, we're getting the thumbs
up.
Okay,
we're back.
We're back. It is true. During the play dates, I don't need my POV shown, and I actively ask for them not to show it. But thankfully, you're not going to have to watch me play today. So here we are on the UI. A couple things may look familiar. A couple things may look new. I want to jump right into a new feature that's coming out next week. We hinted at this. We talked about it in the past. I'm going to start by, I'm navigating over to the shop.
The exchange, called it.
But I want to draw your attention to right here in this upper left corner. We are excited to be welcoming the exchange to Halo Infinite. So MCC players probably already have a good sense of what this is because this feature and functionality was heavily inspired by what's on offer in MCC. But this, I'm going to click into it here. This basically is a new supplemental, I'm going to call it a shop front. Bear with me though, except instead of using real life currency, you will be using Spartan points, which I think our progression team, they refer to this as a soft currency. So Spartan points are earnable. You will play the game, you will earn these. They'll kind of go into your wallet.
Crazy.
You'll
play
be able
the
to
game
hold on
to earn
to these
unlocks,
and then use them
insane
in the exchange
concept.
to acquire customization content.
Yep. Another thing you can earn via just gameplay.
Yeah. Now, the exchange has a couple goals here, and these are addressing some feedback that we've heard from players really since launch.
What can you unlock,
obviously,
though?
Players always would love more ways to earn content. So that box is checked. Also, a lot of content has come to Infinite since it's launched, and as a lot of people have given feedback and sort of expressed their disappointment around, some of that content has never come back to the game. I'm really referring to like our original events, for example. Some of the promotional content,
3 years
some
later,
of the
good job.
rewards. So, for example, this Platinum Anniversary coding, people that logged into Infinite, I believe it was live for about the first 2 weeks when the game launched, got this coding for free. If you weren't there for the first 2 weeks, we've never had an opportunity for you to earn this since. So the exchange is one way that we can bring back content from the vault that players may have missed out on and make it available again. I do want to specify that this would be specifically bringing...
What? Hello? Hello? What? Hello?
So what you're not going to find in the exchange is
I
bought something from the shop
video
in Season 2, now it's being offered in the exchange. We're not going to mix those two streams. The premium side will stay premium, but we have so much other content. If you really stop and think about
so many events over the years.
All the events that we've run since launch, even some of the Twitch drops that we've offered.
Marketing promotions.
Some of the marketing and promotion type of things that weren't even available sometimes outside of North America, for example. So there's a pretty big pool to tap into. However, There's also some stuff that the team just has that's net new. So the exchange is really meant to be an opportunity to earn content you may have missed out on before, while also providing some net new content in addition. So this coding, for example, Xanadu Falu, this has never been offered in the game before. It's net new. This will be here in the exchange.
Yeah, and for people who are like a completionist like me who want to collect as much as possible, right, from the customization flow, it's really nice to have something I can grind and work towards and continue checking off those boxes, right? Like the Halo 5 rec system, you could eventually get everything.
Sure.
Right? Through this, with the exchange, you can start chipping away at that backlog of those items you might have missed in the past. It's really,
so I'm
really
just
nice.
kind of scrolling through here. I think we've got about 21 items that will be in the exchange at launch. And the current plan is roughly, by the way, too, I got to call it the Needle Minder. This is an awesome, this is a brand new attachment. We haven't offered this in the game yet, but this is an example of kind of one of the new, in my opinion, like this is my chase item. I really want to go after and make sure I acquire this because it's just novel and cool. And who doesn't want to run around with the giant pink spike through their head? But we're going to have about
a nice reference. With
about 21 items will be available
I already
in
have,
the
so
exchange
this is coming,
when it launches
events
next week. And the current plan is roughly every 4 to 6 weeks. So basically, whenever a new operation will launch, you can expect the exchange content to refresh. So we should see a steady stream of content, like we said, a mix of old and new. And players will just have the opportunity to kind of go for what you want. And of course, you're also free just to save your Spartan points up. If there's nothing that you want right now,
there's not going to be a new armor
hold on
core.
to them and wait and see what's coming next time.
Yep.
But we got everything from emblems to, I think there was a death effect in here. We got backgrounds, we've got coatings, we've got weapon charms.
Attachments. Yep.
So pretty nice little variety.
So we do know there will be new operations coming
into the game. Next thing I want to just touch on
well.
is how do you earn Spartan points? Where do they come from?
I saw someone in the chat while we were on the main menu. They were like, SP, what is that? It's like, how do you get it?
So like I said at the start, Spartan points, think of it as a new type of currency that you'll use exclusively in the exchange that is all available directly via gameplay. So we basically have, bear with me here, let's go over here to play. I'm a little bit cut off, but there's 3 primary vectors by which you'll be able to acquire Spartan points. The first of which, your first daily challenge that you complete every day will automatically award you 250 Spartan points. At the end of the week, going forward now, Ultimate Rewards will offer Spartan points. Again, we've kind of made the decision here, instead of forcing a reward on you that we've deemed cool or that we think it's worth earning, we're now just going to give you the currency and let you have a little bit more decision over what reward do you want to get out of what's available. So
no FOMO.
We're excited to sort of make this shift, and I think that is a key piece of feedback we've heard, is players just don't always agree that the ultimate reward that we think is cool to them. So
not quite ultimate.
Not everyone wants to unlock.
And, hey, let's be honest.
No one wants to grind Halo for emblems and
nameplates
that they can't
customize. Just have a little bit more control and can really hone in on what you want and what matters to you. So your daily challenge, ultimate reward. And then the third tier of a significant amount of Spartan points will be the Operation Pass itself. So I think with that might be a good time for us to jump into the Operation Pass, and you'll get a little better sense of what I'm referring to.
Okay, so you got some
I've already given myself
currency to unlock with
the
pass. This is like critique I've had with passes for a long time.
Yeah, 20 tiers already. You've been
grinding in the internal environment. So
they basically replaced
what we're looking at now. This is
real quick. They basically replaced all the emblems and nameplates with Spartan points, which actually is something you would want to grind for to get unlocks. And put all that stuff into the exchange. I like that a lot.
Banished Honor operation. This will go live in the game next Tuesday. As always with our operations, it is free. We do have the standard upsell option available as a convenience for players who are interested.
Which gets you the permanent unlock for the battle pass.
Correct. Yeah, so you get a couple things, right? Yeah. Right away, you'll get this Fuego Flame bonus coating, and then, like John said, it'll also make your Operation Pass durable. So even if you don't complete it in the month available, it's still yours and doesn't go away. And you'll also get that extra challenge slot activated while you're.
Coding's cool, but I'm not gonna drop money for it.
By the way, it's all optional. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. So let's jump in here. I'm going to do our normal. We'll just show you what the 20 tracks are, but I really want to emphasize a lot of the things that a lot of people in the community maybe would have once referred to as fluff.
Yeah, filler.
Just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Has now been replaced with Spartan points. So we really are trying to shift the model here. The team wants to give players a lot more agency and control. to just have more flexibility to go after what matters to you. So you're going to see as we go through here, there's a lot of points, a lot of tiers in this pass are dedicated to Spartan points. We get to tier 5 here. We have our first piece of armor geo. We got some knee pads, more Spartan points, a bigger drop of 2,500 Spartan points.
Nice.
Another nice
it's been 84
forearm
years.
pad here. I think this looks like it matches the
Dude,
hip
right.
attachment we just looked at a minute ago that was in the exchange.
Yeah, and these Banished armor pieces, they fit
Armor
the
set
Banished
does
honor
look cool,
theme,
though.
and they
I actually
look
might grind
stellar.
this
As you can
out.
see that awesome knife
More
chest
blades,
attachment.
right?
Who doesn't want more knives? Yeah.
And I think, philosophically, when we talk to the team, I believe in general the goal for the operation passes is try to give players one complete look for their Spartan, and then generally can now expect the rest of it to be an assortment of Spartan points that you'll be able to bank and use as you see fit. I'm a big fan of these shoulders. Not so much in this cadet blue, but they look really
let me pause
awesome.
real quick. Take note as well. You probably didn't know that you noticed that there are no new armor sets within the exchange. It's all old stuff.
Other coatings. I think you're rocking them on your Spartan, which we'll look at here in a second.
Yeah, and it's nice with cross-core shoulders. A lot of this stuff was initially made for Mark 7, right? But now with cross-core shoulders, helmets, all that stuff, you don't have to worry. You can place it on any core, and you'll be able to look banished and awesome.
And then we get up finally into tier 20, and this is where we see this really cool champion sort of banished.
Yeah, the armor set looks sick.
Helmet.
I'll grind out for this. I'll grind this pass
nice
out.
little visor to go with it. So that, in a nutshell, is the Banished Honor Operation Pass. Because I've already completed this, you'll note it's basically netted me about 15,000 Spartan points from end to end from completing. I do want to say this is the team's starting point. As always, I want to just be transparent. We're going to be watching the data, listening to feedback, and the progression team's always sort of looking and finding ways and opportunities to optimize. So we're really excited just to get this out there as a big first step. It's been a long time coming, and see how you like it, see what areas we may want to dial in and tweak as we go forward. But the exchange will be available starting next Tuesday, and I believe there'll be a blog on Halo Waypoint tomorrow.
It's the same as credits as you spend on money or to buy. I don't think you'll be able to buy it. This is all earned by playing the game for the credits.
Yep, and we'll have blogs throughout the week with lots of.
And also, we'll have a YouTube video
have
going live later today, detailing this whole thing out in
avenues of the
a much more bite-sized
over the next
form.
few days. So stay tuned to Halo Waypoint. Now we want to switch gears entirely.
Yeah.
And we have another demo
free.
we want to shift into. This is also something that we have. We've spoken about this before.
Match Composer.
The time has finally come. So.
Launch this
we want to show. I'm going to launch this in.
Looked like it was 1,000 credits for the ultimate reward.
Coming to Forge next week. So Forge is truly the gift that keeps on giving.
Flood
we've
update?
already seen some amazing stuff coming out of the community. We've seen amazing stuff coming into matchmaking already. We've seen amazing stuff in the custom game browser. Really excited to give Forgers even more tools to work with to create even more cool stuff for the Halo community to enjoy together. So I'm loading in right here.
Yeah,
and
I was going to say, I'm talking about future blogs that are going to be coming out this week, but we haven't shown all the stuff for the blogs, including this Forge stuff.
We can talk about a couple things, John, that we're not going to be able to show while we're loading in here. This stuff's a little bit in the weeds for more hardcore Forgers, but we did think it was cool for Forgers. We have some new mode variants that'll be added to Mode Creator, so and that's now going to officially include Firefight, King of the Hill.
They haven't mentioned anything yet, Eve.
Basically, all the ranked modes will now be those variants will be added to the Mode Creator, which we just released in our last mid-season, like whatever that update was called.
Yeah, in a recent update. Yep.
CU something. But the last update we added the Mode Creator. Now the team's adding more modes within the Mode Creator.
Yep.
Also want to give a shout out that we have significantly expanded scripting options for extraction event nodes for the extraction
Halo
mode.
3 anniversary
And
refills.
there's also just some cool new generic objects that
They should do
help
Halo 2
workers create
refill.
new
People will
experiences.
love
I want
that.
to highlight again, not super sexy if you're not in the weeds as a forger, but John, I'm talking about deliver point, flag spawn, seeds, and shrinking zones.
Yeah, so all of those are objective items that you can use in normal gameplay, right? You load up a normal CTF match in custom games.
Or
it's
Halo
got some
CE refill
normal
would be
kind
really
of
cool in
logic already
Infinite. I'd
tied
play
to
that.
it. These generic objects allow a forger to script very specific logic to it itself. The object itself does not have any logic. Now, forgers can put anything they want, tie it to that
That's
object.
the thing about these Forge updates. These are huge for forgers, but it's all of it's over my head, and no one really knows what it's about until they actually see the content made by forgers.
To make modes and experiences, but we're also going to give them more tools to make cooler maps and environments for these experiences to come to life. So let's go ahead and cut over to my camera here, guys, if we can. I'm inside the developer map Oasis, and you might remember a few months ago we talked about 2 new Forge palettes coming. Well, the time is here. They are both coming next week. John and I do not claim to be a professional forger, far from it. I have nothing but the utmost respect for forgers and the masters of their craft. It is, trust me, I know it's harder than it looks, and I know how much time it takes.
AI
but please humor me
That'd
here.
be insane.
My goal was to take our new Alien Planet official palette and just lay out a bunch of the new objects and items to give you a sense of what that's going to be when this goes live. So this is the map. Again, don't judge me. My only goal here was let me just show the breadth of content Alien
Reminds me of like the map Genesis, the level Genesis, or the planet Genesis from Halo 5.
This, John, you know, I've been kind of gushing about it, especially after I spent some time kind of really digging in. I get an immediate like sort of Pandora, the planet from Avatar vibe. It's just really fantastical. There's some whimsy. I love the color palettes. It's a little different than what we have in Forge today. So a couple things you're seeing here on the wall, a little harder for me to show off in my space. There will be some new decals, things like that. And then, of course, tons and tons of objects. So we've got, we got wall vines. We've got mushrooms. We've got little coral-looking pods. We've got these weird, I don't even know what you'd call those things. Weird plants. More weird plants. I'm going to go over here where I put up some even
These are some cool items, though. This is really going to help liven up the Forge palette to give you some new things. You want color in the Forge maps? Here you go.
Yeah, and of course, you know, all these...
wall vines look awesome.
We also have a couple new effects. So I was able to... I figued out how to drop
really cool.
Little, like, space pollen dust particles in here.
That just looks so cool.
It's really cool. I mean, for me, this is
look
like
at all
magic
this stuff.
because
This
I
is
don't really
crazy.
know what I'm doing, and it was a fun... It was a fun journey into the depths of
It would take me about 8 hours to do all this, though. In Forge, I had no idea how to do anything.
Let me go back into my monitor Forge editing mode just to show forgers how this will work. You will be able to find the majority of the Alien Planet materials under biomes in Alien Planet. So I was going to try to count how many different unique objects we have, and I wasn't able to do that, but I'll just, I mean, you can just look at the list. It's absolutely... It's absolutely insane. So I want to give a big shout out to the Forge team here.
So you can use a lot of these to kind of make like a flood-like map as well.
See that this is going to be really cool for forgers to put new spins on their maps. So yeah, that's Alien Planet. Anything else about Alien Planet, John, that we're not?
Oh my God, yeah, that Star Wars Battlefront 2 map.
As I mentioned, they're a little harder to show. They're more subtle. But there's a whole bunch of stuff here as well.
What's that? It starts with an F. That map in Battlefront 2 looked amazing. You could basically recreate that with this Alien Planet palette.
Okay. You showed off some of the cool effects, all the different objects.
Felucia, yeah,
or even,
that map.
Even just like a subset, because there's so many, right? It just looks stellar.
Yeah, and you know, I guess I come in a little closer here. If I, you know, keep in mind, you can, all this stuff is, I'm going to select it. All this stuff can just be, you know, scaled up and rotated, manipulated, and all that fun stuff. That's how I made some of these giant trees. But yeah, that is the Alien Planet flood palette, and that will be included in next week's update. Now, John, you also did a little cooking of your own to show off the other new Forge palette.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, I took some time to build out a flood palette showcase here. As you can see, it is quite disgusting, but the fans, everyone's been wanting a flood palette for so long. I decided I'd take some time, build out something truly gross to help showcase how
it has effects on it too.
Good it is, how the Forge team put a lot of time and effort in. You can see how I've got flies kind of swarming around. I've got
this will be good for infection maps
and all these
when we get
different
that
objects
update, probably
all
next
kinda
year.
taking over this base here on Oasis. So we have a Pandora
Chat's calling for moist midship right away.
Yep.
So
Oh,
it's been the
God.
dream. If I don't see a moist midship in the custom browser soon, I will be disappointed.
Yep. And so in addition to the flood palette, it's also got some we call them human brutalist. You've got rebar pieces that are broken that you can drop in. And you've got some concrete pieces as well that are.
Oh, cool. All right.
I've seen
some
better
vibes,
days,
vibe content there.
For the rebar, this will help for if you wanted to make a flood-esque infection map, right? You want to just have a small little pathway through. You can kind of make it so someone has to crouch through, and that's actually kind of what I did over here. Is make it so you funnel through into the smog.
Gross, man. It's just gross. I do love it though.
Rose 343 live. They're live on Twitch and YouTube
section,
right now.
So I went and I actually set up a crouch spot right there. I set up a whole other section over here where the flood growth is coming out of the cave. It just started in here and it just has taken over.
That's awesome looking.
The interior of
Love
Oasis.
the visual effects of like the
just kinda
dripping.
see how
Oh, dude,
nasty
so good.
and gross.
The flies
you can
and like
really get with this
the
palette.
gas release
Things
there.
are dripping on you. You're walking in, gonna have to clean off the afterwards. I added some smoke in here. We've got some
bravo.
New, flood
Bravo on
smoke
this one, man.
effects.
That deserves a
And
round of applause on this palette.
It's really a powerful palette because you can scale these up or scale these down in really unique ways. So like I'll just click and grab here and I could scale this down, right? And it's just it could be a small little thing I put on a wall to indicate like the start of an infection. And then you go deeper into a map and it slowly grows and you're like, oh God, it's taking over. And you can
Beautiful in an ugly way, right? Yeah.
All these objects, right? This could be a tiny little thing or it could be a big one.
I mean, the
And it
beauty
really
of
helps you.
all these flood objects can just be slapped on top of each other and just like,
Yep.
layered. So basically what I'm saying is I had a much harder job trying to work with
that's
the
true.
alien
That's
planet.
true.
It had such a diverse palette that I had to sort of painstakingly place them. And you just like
That's kind of that's kind of the nature about flood that you can kind of just put it all together messily because that's kind of like the vibe.
Tons of different objects you can have. I almost forgot about this. One cool thing you can do is when you're scaling it, if you want to come down a little closer to the ground here, as you scale it and you choose some axes, let me make sure I got just the vertical, and you want to do just that, you can kind of make it look like it's growing. And that's super gross to me. I'm like, I don't want to see the flood stuff grow off the ground anymore. That's too much. That's too much. I'm gonna bring it back down so it's a little less creepy. But yeah.
When is this going in the rank, John? It's really
There was
readable.
Match
It's
Composer.
very clean.
No word on that one.
I would love to see people have some Forge flood infected maps
why
make
not?
their way into any playlist, right?
I'm sure we'll see it.
Infection in particular always comes to mind, right? Naturally. But
cool.
It just looks absolutely gross and amazing all at the same time. Here's a fly through of what I built out.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. I think one thing we wanted to, again, this is a little bit dipping into the weeds for more hardcore forgers, but you might have noticed when we pulled up the Forge menu that most of these new objects had that MP designation after them. And my understanding is that that's used to designate objects that kind of have some predefined properties. So I think the main thing I want to just be upfront and make sure folks are aware of is that you will not be able to what's the word I'm looking for?
You can't swatches.
You can't swap colors and textures on these objects. They're
flood stuff. Yeah,
they're pre-built to be disgusting, and that's the way they're going to be. But as you saw, you can still scale and rotate them. But they're handled.
I mean, if you're using
flood
mask stuff, you want to do that. But it would be nice to have the color options because people like to use different assets and palettes for other uses behind the intended use.
But
I'd be all for it.
We won't sit here and watch you do that. I feel like that.
The fact that we're still getting updates like this is great.
No offense. I do want to talk to you about gameplay though. If you wouldn't mind, do you have anything else you want to say about Forge, or can we?
No, I'm just scaling up.
Can we
effects
change
and stuff?
Can we change gears and talk about gameplay here for a second?
Yeah, totally.
So I got some notes from the patch notes, and I want to talk to you about some Sandbox tuning updates, right? So
Sandbox tuning.
a couple
okay.
different things are going to be changing with this update that the team's been tinkering with, and I'm going to go down the list, and I'm just going to sort of call out a weapon to you, and then you tell me what we need to know about it, like what's changed. Okay. First up, I have the Gravity Hammer, which I think we just did a round of tuning with the last update, but it's on the list again.
Yes. So after our most recent tuning update, we still were getting some feedback that the Gravity Hammer was a little too strong. It had a little too much range still. So we're going to be bringing that in a little bit more, right? We just want to make sure we're easing that power back. So it's not a super power weapon, but so it's still strong, right? So we're trying to be measured, take a smart approach with it, but you should see a Gravity Hammer slight nerf on range in the next update.
Cool. I mean, that'll help me in my Husky Raid endeavors, hopefully.
It is most noticeable in Husky Raid, for sure. Yeah.
Next on the list, the S7 Sniper Rifle. What's happening with that?
Yep, so this is just a small little quality of life update we're going to be doing. It's going to speed up its ready up time when you pick it up off the ground, off a weapon pad. So you're not sitting there fiddling with it as you pick it up. It's coming up ever so slightly faster, so it feels a little snappier. So like the most common use case I'd say is you kill someone, you pick up their sniper,
just and you want to get their They talk about the exchange coming in. Also keep in mind, Raven, I will have a video later today talking about this live stream.
Get those highlight
plays, put it on like a
you're ready for it,
compact 6-8 minute long video.
We want to allow players
to stay tuned to the channel.
That's been what's holding me.
We'll talk about. We'll review everything afterwards.
In that upper echelon sniping, Cinder Shot.
Cinder Shot. Okay, so this one, we love the Cinder Shot as a power weapon. It is very strong, but we have seen some frustrations around when you get pulled by its gravity effect. So we're going to be removing that gravity effect so you can kind of combat it and you have a little more control over your own Spartan when you're fighting against the Cinder Shot. It's still going to do a lot of damage, and it'll still be powerful.
About that.
I think we're also slowing down the rate of fire ever so slightly, but it's still going to be a power weapon. You just won't get pulled when you are trying to counter against it now.
Also can be really annoying in Husky Raid.
Yeah.
I play a lot
Husky
of Husky
Raid. Just it compounds everything, because everything's
that
so
feels more like a Husky Raid nerf rather than a necessary nerf. I like the gravity.
Next on the list, the Spike Grenade. What's happening with that?
So they're all pretty small updates that just kind of, I'd say, remove some player frustrations. The Spike Grenade change is going to be, it no longer will detonate in midair. It's going to throw, and its detonation timer is only going to start once it lands on an object or a person. So you can throw it and trust it's going to behave like the rest of the grenades in the sandbox. And then its detonation timer is also going to be slightly shortened, because right now you see in like 4v4 gameplay, you stick someone and then it takes a little while for it to blow up, and while you're waiting, they kill you, So it should be a little bit faster there. So you stick them, you get the kill, and
good change with the Spike Grenade. I like that.
Kill back on you in that same amount of time.
Cool.
I went to go home and play Fallout.
I got one more on my list. This one hits close to home, but I think it's also another sort of nuanced change, and this would be the MK50 Sidekick.
Yes, yeah. So this one, it's like I was saying, everything's pretty small and minute, but this one we are slightly reducing the rate of fire on the Sidekick. Now we know and understand that the Sidekick is meant to be this spammy pistol weapon that you can trust and rely on. So we're not going too far. It is a very slight reduction in its rate of fire.
Probably want to be
noticeable
noticeable
still feel
then.
the same, behave, but we just wanted to reduce those instances of you getting completely melted by someone who's spamming it really fast without too much control of their aim. We wanted to.
I'm sure we'll get a blog kind of detail. You told me there'll be blogs coming out later this month, later this week, so we'll get some more details about that.
When I first saw this note, because I love spamming the Sidekick, especially in Husky Raid. And for what it's worth, as a casual player, I didn't really, I could barely tell a difference, frankly. So it still felt super fun to use. But hopefully, people at the extreme ends of
I'm okay with that nerf
skill. It's really going more after that audience, I think.
Yeah, it shouldn't be super noticeable, but it should help reduce the pistol spam feel, I would say.
All right. So last thing on gameplay. if we cut back to our feed here, guys, cut back to my feed if you don't mind. Yes. Where are you, by the way? Okay.
I'm walking.
Well, I'm gonna splatter you, dude.
Hang on. I think we might be on the same team here.
Uh-oh, we are? How did that happen? How can I splatter you if we're on the same team?
Operation will need to be at least 6 weeks to earn enough Spartan points.
Get off of my...
Okay, we'll work out the math on that one. For sure. We'll review that.
Yeah, you were trying to hunt me down, weren't
I know.
you?
I was just gonna... it spoiled the fun. I was trying to surprise...
I'll write that down to make sure I remember.
Now you're prepared for it?
Yeah, now you've given away your secret.
Now you know what I'm up to,
Yeah.
but I still want to splat you for the sake of our viewers.
True, Indy. Like I did see a lot of like Lucid always picks up that pistol on Aquarius.
That's exactly what they want.
He's really good at close range.
I don't. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, you see me.
All right. Well, I'm coming at you this way. And
what?
There it is.
Nah.
Yep. So the final tuning update you will
No
see
way.
with Banished Honor is the Plasma Pistol EMP, the Return of the King. It will now work on all the vehicles in game. Super stoked. This one, I've been way too happy for the team to get this implemented.
I don't agree with
one of the
it,
most common points of feedback
but
since
people
launch
just want that
around the
traditional
Plasma Pistol.
Halo
We wanted to
experience.
make sure it was feeling more effective, more loved, and
There's already
has
so many things you
plenty
can
of
EMP
utility,
vehicles
so we
with,
should see
dude. I
this,
don't know. I agree with that.
Go the distance, do some really cool things.
Good to see chat's excited as well.
Yeah.
They're also looking forward to the return of the King, the Plasma Pistols back. I don't know if I agree with it. Took 25 years for us to do that. That feels like an exaggeration there, chat. But yes, it's been a long time coming, and big shout out to all
People
the
want
folks
that
are
out of
working
nostalgia
on,
rather than
tuning
necessity of the
updates, and,
sandbox.
of course, all of you for just keeping
I don't
the feedback
personally. I don't
coming.
agree with it.
Keep chipping away at things and keep improving things. So this will all be available to you next week. John, I also have a couple of notes here. We don't really have a demo here, but I do want to talk about a few other things, a couple updates that are happening on the modes front, right? So first one on my list here is we're finally able to kind of add some improvements to how we track scoring in King of the Hill Firefight.
Yes, yeah. So one of the most common things around Firefight, the feedback that we got was, please let me get AI assists when I'm driving the Warthog for a friend. So wheelman assists are coming in with Banished Honor. We are also adding a base level of AI assists. If you're on the ground shooting at any type of AI, you'll get a base 5 points. The wheelman assist should be 10 points. So you should be getting points for contributing to any kills that are happening in Firefight as well. Very excited for that one. I've been playing a lot of Firefight King of the Hill. It's just mindless fun, blasting recently grunts, getting to blow them up, and now you get extra points for it.
That's huge for King of the Hill.
Okay, next mode update I want to talk to you about is Extraction. Some exciting changes coming to Extraction, so walk us through that.
Yeah, so Extraction, we've got multi-site extraction, custom game option being added with this update. So if you're a fan of Extraction, you want to play it, it actually kind of reminds me of Halo 4. There was multi-site extraction in a few different playlists. You can now set multiple sites to
That's
be
actually really
active,
cool, though. That could make the
and
game
that'll
mode
allow
really
for
fun.
Really cool gameplay throughout the map. You can see it here, what it looks like in the custom game options. You just go find active sites.
You can set a lot of
under
different
the extraction
settings, points,
and you can choose to have a few different
like up to
sites
10. It looks
active
like
all at once. It should be really cool. Trying to manage one,
attack
one while you're defending.
I didn't quite hear that. Let me we'll play that back.
It should be really cool. Trying to manage one site under the extractions settings, and you can choose to have a few different sites active all at once. It should be really cool. Trying to manage one,
potentially
attack
10
one while you're defending
like
the other, converting. It's really cool and should allow for some fun gameplay. I'm excited for it.
Excellent. And this next one, I guess, isn't so much a mode change, but it's a pretty sweet quality of life update for ranked players in particular. And this is a change with how we're going to deal with uneven teams at the start of the match.
Yep. So in the rare case where you get a 3v4, you load in, or somebody doesn't load into the match, we didn't want to have that match have to be played out. People are in a dead man walking scenario. It just doesn't feel good for anyone involved. So now with Banished Honor, we're adding logic to detect should there be a early dropout, and it'll start auto-ending the game. It just says this match is not competitive. It's not a quality match. We're going to end it. So you're going to get hit with a splash screen right here. You can see an example of it. It says teams are uneven. Match is going to end. No matter what the score, it will not impact your CSR, and you can go back to matchmaking. The game will automatically end. It starts like a 5-second.
That's good. I really like that.
So,
that's really good. That's a really good change. That's a big W change for ranked.
So should really help improve any of those instances. Should you be in a
should have been there at launch, but whatever.
Match.
Yeah,
but
love that.
That's a really good change.
Players been looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
This next one on my list, I'd also put in that sort of quality of life bucket. Maybe a little more nuanced, but this has big implications. Talk to me about match score overrides.
Oh yeah, this is a really cool custom game option. It kind of serves two different purposes in very unique ways. One is at a high level, what it does is it allows you to change the starting score of a custom game. So whatever it might be, in this example, I think we had a ranked Slayer match, and you say, hey, that other team had 21 kills, right? In a, let's, for example, say a tournament restart scenario, right? So we can set them to have 21 kills right off the bat, and then we could set the other team to having however many kills they had.
That's huge, especially for HCS if something drops or crash happens.
Same property.
That's huge.
It's really cool for a tournament restart. The other purpose I was saying is earlier before the stream is it can work as like a cool giving your teammates an advantage, right? If I wanted to 1v1 someone and be like, oh, I'll spot you 10 kills.
You'll spot me 24.
Yeah, I'll spot you 24 in a 1v1 to 25, right? So you could do some really cool things like
that. That's a really great addition. That's a really good quality of life update on that.
A certain amount of time or rounds won, right? We don't even need the full 5 rounds, you know? We'll spot you 2 rounds. And you can do some really cool custom game options that way if you're just having fun doing party games with your friends. So helpful in both of those scenarios. And I was very excited to see that because that's the first time that's ever been in any Halo game.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That would be sick, Nick, but I wouldn't expect that to happen.
I'll take you up on that. Spot me 24.
Oh, okay.
You think I'd get? I think I'd
spot me 24.
25.
Yeah, I think. I think you like it just takes a sticky, you know.
I do see we have like a lot of people in the chat, and I really do appreciate you guys coming by. Make sure you tap follow, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff if you're new to the channel. Really do appreciate everyone coming by.
I don't know, I'd say pain point, but an opportunity or frustration that players have expressed or that we've experienced. And again, these are just little areas that the team keeps chipping away at as we try to improve your overall experience. So, death cam improvements. I know we just did a round of these at the last update.
Yep.
There's been more feedback and there's more refinements coming.
Yeah. So when we rolled out our death cam updates last year, we got a lot of feedback around making sure we can improve that experience. And one of the most common things was making sure when you swap to a teammate, it is pointing to where your teammate is pointing at. So that's coming in Banished Honor. You will also be able to rotate the camera faster, which was another point of feedback, and rotate the camera around your body. So when you die, it previously or right now in retail, it follows whoever killed you. Now it'll follow whoever kills you until you put a manual input in, and then you can start looking wherever you want and giving your teammates that information. So you can, like previous games, you can start scouting out all that information and being a really good teammate, calling it out, and making sure your teammates can make the best and most informed decisions while they're in those intense matches.
Those comms become even more critical to strategic outcomes there.
It is a skill knowing where to look with your death cam, right, at the highest level.
I told you my problem. I just don't think I've died enough to really even know what I'm
You haven't
missing,
seen it
so.
yet in your tests.
Okay, next on my list here, the weapon drills. Specifically, we've had some feedback since the Bandit Evo was added. People wanted a way to practice with the Bandit Evo.
Yep. So now when you load into the Bandit weapon drill, you should see both weapons there in the firing range. You can go ahead and pick up the Bandit Evo.
Nice little addition.
And get your practice.
I don't know why I wasn't there in the first place.
I've been using the firing range for a lot of my warm up especially before I go into ranked. So this is going to be really nice for me. Yeah.
Okay. We're almost done. We're going to wrap up here in just a minute, but we're not going to go through an exhaustive list of bug fixing. We will have a full patch notes, obviously, that will be released on the support site next week. I did want to just hone in on sort of one bucket of sort of improvements, and this is a hot topic in the community, something that I know you and the team have been working on for a long time, and these are things that would fall into the realm of networking.
Yep.
Now, I know we have a couple areas coming in this update, but we do want to stress that Safe to say the networking is an ongoing thing that the team is continuing to evaluate. Some things can be addressed quickly, some things take longer.
Yep. Some are longer investigations even.
But I just know how hot this topic can be amongst our players. It's a big topic here. I just want folks to understand, like, there's not going to be a silver bullet update next Tuesday that alleviates any individual's grievances. This is just going to be a methodical thing. So please kind of bear with us in that regard. But I just didn't want folks to expect suddenly we've changed the network model
Match
again.
Composer, nothing yet.
We're now sort of in a refinement phase. So John, on that note, the skewer and how it behaves in the game was, I think, one of the largest standouts after the network update. So how are you addressing that?
Yeah. So overall, network update, really positive feedback. We have survey data that confirm that from players
nothing
active,
yet,
new,
nothing
and
yet,
returning.
Legend.
So it was really cool to see. We saw a lot of the hype around it on its launch week, but then after you get into those later weeks, you start seeing the feedback. You start seeing the bugs emerge, and that's when we really got to start diving in with the team, the networking team, on what can we go after to improve it even more. And skewer shots were feeling a little delayed, right? Especially on those higher latencies. So what the team is doing is making an improvement there. And you'll see that with the Banished Honor update, it should feel a little bit better. I don't want to say perfect, but you'll see an improvement on the skewer shot. It should feel a lot better. When you pull the trigger, it's going where you're aiming. And so that's just one of the improvements. And we had a few others landing. But like you were saying, we are going to continue making updates for sure.
Yeah, I have notes here
that lag
changes made to the weapon drop mechanic, so it's no longer going to be faster than it would be to swap to a secondary. I think that was a bit of a unintended side effect of some of the network changing.
That was a previous bug in Infinite that came back when we swapped over to the new networking model, and now with Banished Honor, we've got the fix in for it. So rather than you throw your weapon down and the secondary comes up faster, it should take roughly the same amount of time, and it should mimic what was in the game before.
Yeah, so people shouldn't be gaming weapon drops as the way to change weapons.
Yeah. And it was
I actually really like that mechanic, though.
I would say in the old settings when it was there was like a mangler meta where you two-shot with the mangler, drop it, and then finish a player with the BR in range.
I kind of like that.
So
it was kind of fun.
It was a little more problematic before. But
I understand
to make
removing
sure
that, though,
we did
for
our due
gameplay
diligence
consistency,
and
but it was kind of a cool.
And this last one, I guess, seems minor. I haven't encountered it, but I guess sometimes there's an instance where a vehicle may indicate that it's in the doom state when it's not.
Yeah, this one, very, very rare, but there are times where you could have your vehicle say, oh gosh, it's time, we're going to blow up, get out, and it's doing its doom state, but it wasn't actually in doom state. And that happened because of some weird complications on how it was taking damage in on the server and how it was taking it in on the client. So now we've brought those closer together, and that should not be happening. You should always be able to trust when the vehicle is telling you to get out. That one was super rare. I think a
lot of things would be cool with Halo Infinite.
I hit it, and then I think I saw
a lot of things
are
not happening with it.
Like tweet out about it. But I was really excited that the team was able to take that feedback to heart, jump in, dive in, and fix it up.
Yeah, I think that's just an example of what I was trying to get at. Some of these things are just going to be low-hanging fruit that's fairly trivial to just quickly knock out. But it doesn't mean that that's the only thing the team's focused on, or that that's the only issue that they're aware of. So,
that don't already have.
I do want to kind of reiterate and also just encourage people, please continue filing tickets if you encounter.
Mike, if you've grinded a lot of content
you would expect, those
with the events
file through the Halo support site
or like limited time unlocks,
now,
probably won't be much for you to unlock there.
We're out there. We're still looking at your feedback on social and forums. And
but
Discord.
If you haven't bought into like all the promotions, there'll be some things in there for you. And there's some new things as well. There's a new coding at least we saw.
Quantifiable, actionable information that goes right to the right people in the studio to then get sort of triaged and figure out how we can really go after it. So remember, anytime you go to aka.ms/Halo support, you can find ways to file bug tickets there. Additionally, too, cheating. If you encounter people in the game that are cheating, these reports that you file absolutely do help. It may not seem like it in the moment. It may seem like
we'll do the Spartan point math at once they're done with their live stream here.
That are very busy, working very hard to keep up. But those reports do matter, and we really do appreciate you all kind of helping, being boots on the ground, front line, and bringing this to our attention, and that gives us a sort of a trajectory to go after. So please keep that feedback coming. And keep
also, just want to say, guys, I think their live stream is coming close in. They're probably going for like another 10 minutes or something. If you're new to chat, make sure to tap follow, subscribe, whatever works best for you guys out there.
And please keep doing that.
Well, help support the stream. Membership's always appreciated.
Halo support tickets.
Or subscribe on Twitch is always with Twitch Prime is always appreciated.
The combat workshop we did with networking back in December through January.
Help support the content, keep the lights on.
When we had tickets that had
someone brought the sub.
Them, people broke down what they did and like how it happens. It's always super valuable. It gives our team a great starting point, and we can dive in from there and immediately get to how do we look into the code, what's going on here, rather than trying to just figure out without any context what's going on. It's super helpful.
Yeah, also I should give a shout out to anyone that's in the Halo Insider program.
There's a lot of good things with updates, Christian.
Fighting in quite
like
some time. Someday we will. That'll become more valuable in the future. But in the meantime, our partners in the Xbox user research team pretty much every month send out variety of surveys and inquiries into different parts of the Halo Insider population. And that is also super valuable data for us. So if you're interested in offering official feedback through that mechanism to help shape current and future franchise initiatives, I'd really encourage you to head over to HaloWaypoint.com and sign up for Halo Insider if you haven't already, because pretty much every month we got something going on there. The last thing I want to touch on before we close out this, did I miss something?
I was just going to say for networking updates, just kind of the overall approach is to continue to fix bugs, right? Make it feel like Halo, right?
That's definitely not happening.
It's a more consistent online experience, and we wanted to make sure it feels more and more like Halo games that fans know and love, and then obviously address any exploits that people might find, right? A lot of
I really don't ever see that changing in Salt Live
after over time, but the team is definitely
it's feedback that they've had for the game for
awesome and
years now, and it's never changed.
Okay, so playlists were the last thing I wanted to quickly touch on. Give a shout out to the playlist team. They couldn't be here today, but they did send along some notes. Two things we already mentioned at the start of the show. Corrosion 24/7 is now available in matchmaking. That features a new map, Corrosion, literally 24/7. That's live now. We also talked about Ranked has received the new map with Interference, which is available as of today. Let's see. Next week, we should see a BTB Heavies refresh go live. So this is the Heavies variant of Big Team Battle, but it will now include the sort of assortment of community-made Forge maps that we added.
There we go. That's a nice update.
Big Team Battle.
I forget how long ago that was. About 5 weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago.
Right. But yeah, I'll post a video soon after this live stream, as soon as possible, so that you guys know what's going on.
And you'll be able to go and enjoy that. So that'll be available starting next week.
They've got their Heavies version. Super nice.
And then I'm super excited about this. Looking a little further out. So later next month,
Match Composer.
May, you mentioned the Combat Workshop before. So this is a really cool experimental playlist that allows the team to sort of put things in there that maybe aren't 100% ready for prime time, but we want to get more feedback on. We want to kick the tires. We want to put it through iteration loops and just sort of let players hammer it and give us feedback. So super excited to announce that the next Combat Workshop experience that we'll be offering will be in partnership with the Forged Falcons community group, and we are going to be offering a Survive the Undead experience officially in matchmaking.
That's awesome.
So I believe this will be the first community-made PvE
dude, congrats
coming into matchmaking.
Congrats, Forged Falcons, man.
Amazing key art the Forged Falcons created and shared, kicked over to us. So
very popular custom game that they made.
Team have been working on this for quite some time to get it ready. But super excited to be able to just officially jump into
those leaks are right then.
In matchmaking when it hits the workshop in a couple weeks.
I was hoping for the Battle Royale that they made, but sort of that should be interesting.
I don't want to wait.
And I think that pretty much brings us to the end of our live stream. So
I was hoping more for the Battle Royale to be in matchmaking.
Our next content update.
The Battle Royale was part of the leaks.
Banished Honor Operation free lands in Halo Infinite next Tuesday, April 30th. Today and through the rest of this week, you'll see a couple more blogs landing on Halo Waypoint that'll just dive a little deeper into some of the things you've already covered. You can learn more about the exchange. You can read more about the Forge changes, about the gameplay and Sandbox updates. Take a closer look at some of the customization.
Maybe Raven. So I doubt
stay
though.
Stay tuned to Halo on social and Halo Waypoint in the coming days if you want to learn more about that. Meanwhile,
COD Zombies and
we've
Halo.
got
Okay.
basically a week left to finish the Yappening. That's live right now. So if you haven't played it yet or you still want to, jump in there, play whatever you want, go play some Gruntpocalypse.
I don't think I'm ever gonna hit hero rank in
your
Infinite.
Yappening Operation Pass and
I never hit max rank in Halo 5 either.
items that you might be interested in.
Yeah, I think I am almost done.
I think I get to
if
like
I'm
level
not done
145,
already.
149 or 150 in
I'm
Halo
close.
5.
I'm
and then
close, but I will be done after I play
I
some
gave
else
up after that.
John, any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
No, I guess yes.
All right.
Yeah. Just really excited to make sure we have an update alongside this operation that has a lot of things that players have been asking for, right? It's not just customization. There's a lot of cool features, flood palette, Forge additions, quality of life updates, that weapon tunings, lots of things that players have been asking for quite some time. We constantly are going after them bit by bit and bringing the quality of the gameplay experience up with every single update. So just really excited to continue seeing that improve with every release.
Yeah, I think that's a great note. And that I was going to mention something similarly that, for one, I always appreciate the passion of the Halo community, and that's not just lip service. That's, having been a part of this for close to 25 years, I don't believe there's any gamer community like it. That said, I know we're all passionate about different things, and we're not always going to be able to satisfy what everybody wants all the time. And,
guys, I would drop all hope on new Sandbox items coming into Halo Infinite.
Being in this position, about having the responsibility of kind of being somewhat of the conduit between the development team and the player base and community is, it's never fun when you can't completely deliver everything everyone wants all the time. So I appreciate the feedback. Don't let the passion die down, but just know, like, people here are trying hard. Like John said, we're going to keep working at it, going after it. Different
that zombie place might actually be fun.
Sizes. Sometimes it may be something that you really like. Sometimes maybe you don't care. But we're trying to think about the broader benefit of the entire game and everyone playing. And like we said too, some things are easier than others. Something takes more time. I didn't mention this, but I did want to acknowledge we also teased the match composer a while back. I did want to at least let y'all know that's still happening.
We saw the shop a little bit
next week,
but it's going to be exactly what you expect it to be.
I imagine that will be coming in a not too distant update. That'll be another really exciting feature that we know you all as well as us are very eager to get into the game and really start to unlock more control over playing the way you want to play in matchmaking.
Yeah, it's kind of for the battle royale
shout out
mode.
to everybody in the studio that's still working hard on Infinite.
I'm sure they're working on making it matchmaking ready.
And, thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for keeping the support going. Please make sure to file those tickets at the support site when you can. And that's all I got. So we hope to see you
let's
online.
Let's review the live stream here, guys.
Next Tuesday.
We'll work out the math when it comes to the Spartan points, because I saw some things brought up there in chat showing that like the Spartan points earning ability looks a little questionable. Yeah, it looks something that could use some improvements. Okay, so if we let me go back here. So if we scroll back here, so let's take a look at the point values here. So for Spartan points, right? This brand new Spartan point is worth 30,000 credits, right? So this is a new coding that's never been in the game yet. So there will be some new things involved with the exchange, but a lot of things that haven't been or already have been in the game, but just were temporary items. So for example, this one is 30k credits, right? If you want to unlock that, and if I go back to see when they first mentioned it here.
I'm navigating over to the shop.
I think it was sketch like, hey, I'm doing it. Careful, everybody. Easy. They mentioned here that actually I wrote it down. So these are the notes I was taking during the Z live stream here. That's so your first daily challenge complete, which is basically going to be play the game to earn points. This will give you 250 credits to unlock a new item within the game for Spartan points, right? And then your weekly ultimate is going to be 1,000. If you complete your weekly ultimate, that's 1,000 Spartan points. At least what we saw on stream. Things could change. they say that we'll do a refresh about every 4 to 6 weeks, along with whenever there's a new operation that comes in, we'll get a refresh of this. So let's say you play one game every day for the week, right? So that would be, we'll pull up a calculator so I don't flub the math here. So say if you play every day, one game a day, 250 times 7, that's 1,750 credits, which should, and then if you play enough to get your weekly ultimate, that would be an additional 1,000 credits. So you can earn up to 2,750 credits, all right? If I'm understanding this correctly. That's your max Spartan points per week you could earn. And so then if you do, let me write down notepads so I don't lose these numbers. Or do I go pirate software, open up MS Paint to kind of draw this all out here? Actually, let's do that. Let's go full on pirate software in this. So your max total points you can earn for Spartan points, 200, 750. That's your max total per week. Per week. All right. And so let's times that by 4, right? Times it by 4. So you get like, how many can you earn per month? Times it by 4. That's 11,000 credits per month that you can earn. Per month. Right? So that means you have to grind 4 months, a little under 4 months then of Halo Infinite. 4 weeks, 4 months. Times that by 4, of course, equals 44,000 total points you can get within like an operation, to let's say within a single operation. So you can earn the brand new shop item, right? If I miss it right here. So you can earn this new operation with, so this is kind of like a long-term grind kind of thing is what it's looking like. Of course, this is if you store up all your Spartan points and don't spend them at all. For the most part, it looks like you might be able to get like the one new item along with one extra item. For the most part. There might be some other items that kind of mix in, like they showcase like some of the nameplates and stuff like that. Like these are a little bit cheaper, like nameplates are like 1,500 credits and stuff like that. But no one's gonna be grinding for nameplates, right? All this stuff, like no one's gonna be grinding for this. No one's gonna spend any of their Spartan points on this, unless you're just like a person that needs absolutely everything. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can add. That's right. Okay, I'm glad I'm with you guys here on chat because I'm working out the math here. Nick is right. You can add the pass points as well. Okay, so within the pass, did they show how many points you can earn? This is 500 Spartan points. Okay. This is good. This is very good. Okay, no, forget all the math I just gave you guys. Erase that from your memory. Take it out. Okay, we gotta rework the math here a little bit. There's 15. So there's 15,000 points within the pass, right? Because you also have some bigger payouts as well. Let's see, like that one's 1,000 Spartan points, so you'll get some other 1,000 point ones here. Is 15k accurate? Because we have like 1,000 point bundles, and we also have 500 point bundles. And you also have the big payout right here of 2,500 points. Okay. Or did Reddit already work out the math? And then we have this one right here as well. What was this? How do I zoom? Okay, let's just press play.
Was in the exchange.
Yeah, and these banished armor pieces.
This is 2,500 credits as well. You have like more points at the end. You want that 19. That's another 2,500. Yeah, we calculated about no, they said it was gonna be well, they said it was gonna 250 for finishing your first daily challenge. Okay, let's open up Reddit just to make sure like the math checks out here. I'm not quite sure exactly how okay, filler has been replaced with 1,500 sparring points, 15,000 sparring points. Okay. So then let's add 15,000 to this number, right? So that's 59,000 total sparring points you can max earn within a 4-month period. So basically one operation. If an operation is going to last 1 month, for a 4-month period for one operation, 59,000 credits is the most you can earn. So we do like a little this, or just hit new. Just do new. Don't save. Okay, so max total you can earn 59,000 credits next 4 months. Right there. That's a shitty looking sign. Okay. New. So 4 months. Right? Max total you can earn 59,000 credits. SP, right? That's your max you can earn within a 4-month period. Right? Did I do the math right? Okay, let me work. I'll break it down to per month. Per month is a better measurement of what this really is going to be. So we have 15,000 credits. Okay, let me just mentally write this all down again. So let's do it per month so I don't get ahead of myself here. So the battle pass, operation pass, you can probably grind through within a week, right? If you buy into it or the challenges, you can get through it pretty easily. All right, that's battle pass. Can I change the size of this eraser? Oh well. Pass. For the pass. And then you have 250 per day. So do 250 times 7, then times that by 4. That's 7,000 credits you can earn by just doing 1 game per day for if you do your dailies. If you play every single day. And then you have 1,000 credits for your weekly ultimate. Weekly. And so then for 1 month of gaming, if you play every single day if you play every single day plus 7,000 plus 1,000. Oops, shoot, that. Plus 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,000. I messed up with the math a little bit there. So 25,100 credits per month is what you can earn. Right? If I'm understanding this correctly. No. God damn it. What? Wait, because we've got 15,000 per pass, and then you got 250 per day, times that by 30, right? Say it's a 30-month week, right? Okay, so it's per day, so it's 750. 7,500. This is why I'm a marketing guy and not a math major, okay? Weeklies, that's 4K, meaning, right, 15,000 plus 750,000. This is for a 30-day month, plus 4,000 for weeklies. Now that doesn't seem right. Hold up. 15,000 plus 7,500 plus 4,000. 26,500 credits per month. That's the actual number. And if I could spell, that'd be great. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, 26,500 credits per month is what you can earn. Took me a minute. Wait, 26. What?
Oh yeah!
Thank you very much for the follow, World Traveler card. No, you do what? No, you do 250 credits times 30. That's 7,500. Some days will have 31 days, so you can add an extra. So it'd be like 7,750 if it's a 31 day. But this is if you play every single day. Yeah, for the core pass. Yeah, we had that written down. What just happened? Oh, that's someone just followed. Someone followed over on Twitch. What are you guys talking about? We're talking about how the credit grind is going to be working with Spartan points, right? 7 days a week, 4 weeks. Yeah. Okay, so then if we do 250 times 7, that's probably more accurate. Then times it by 4, 7,000. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay, so we'll balance it down like that. We'll round it down. It's better to round down with these kind of numbers than to round up. Okay, so grand total after all is said and done, 26,000 per month is what you can earn. That's the plasma pistol stun is returning next week. I'm not a fan of it because I think there's a lot of other options out there you could use. People just want nostalgia. Right? Now, this could change a little bit, you know, some months. Okay, so yeah, no, it's right. You can't do it by day because it just rolls it over each week. Yeah, something like this. But this is basically what you can expect: 26,000 a month to earn for Spartan points. And so, when you look at what's available within the shop, right? So, like we showed earlier, this brand new coating that's coming into the exchange is worth 30,000 credits. So you might not be able to earn this within one operation. And these operations refresh every 4 to 6 weeks. And that's if you don't spend your points on anything else. If this goes for 6 weeks, you might be able to earn it then. We'll see, like. So again, so if you get to 15, and this is also including the battle pass, right? This is battle pass points included. 11k a month plus 15k battle pass, correct? Yes. 5 weeks equals 30k. So in 5 weeks, you would be able to unlock this. And that just seems a bit high. This is also if you're playing every single day, which I'm just not going to play Halo every single day. Keep in mind, this is if you play every single day and you get your weekly ultimates, you get through the pass, which I'll get through the pass. But you're asking me to play every single day to might have a chance to unlock this one new item within the exchange? It's like, that seems a bit harsh. What's up, Halo VFX? Thanks for coming by the channel, man. We're actually breaking down the Spartan points system and like what the math is actually looking like, and it's kind of disheartening, to be honest. Because they said like, okay, so you can also keep in mind that VFX any good? Oh. Because when you actually work out the math here, it's actually kind of concerning because we worked it out like, so you get, so yeah, okay, so again, we'll work, okay, so we'll have a clean slate here to showcase everything we're talking about. So you can earn 15,000 points for the pass, right? And if you play every single day for a week, per week, for 7 days, you earn 250 credits per play session, right? That times that by 7 is 1,750. Times that by 4 weeks, that's 7,000 credits for playing one game per day. So that's the daily. And then you have the weekly ultimates, which grant you 1,000 credits. So that's 4K for a month. The weeklies. Right? And when you add that all together, 15,000 times 7,000. Not times, derp. 15 plus 7 plus 4 gives you 26,000 credits a month that you can maximum earn. And keep in mind, this exchange refreshes with every new operation, which lasts about 4 to 6 weeks for an operation. So that's the max you can earn is 26,000, meaning there could be a potential of you wanting to grind for this specific item and you can't get it. And for most people, they're going to be spending their items on coatings and armor unlocks. There are going to be like emblems and stuff like that, like this, but no one's going to be spending their points on this. No one's going to be spending the point. Like, this is actually kind of cool. I'll grind for that. I'll spend my points on that. But no one's going to, you know, how does this emblem cost the same as a armor attachment? You know? Or like, I want that needler thing. I don't have that. At least I don't believe. That'd be cool to unlock. Or maybe I do have it. I can't remember. A lot of this is going to be tied with like previous events that you can unlock. It's all just things that like were given away for free or with marketing promotions that you can't unlock anymore. And they're kind of recycling that stuff, even though they are going to be adding in new things like the new coding that they showcased, right? Like right here, which is worth 30,000 credits. And if you grind, if you play every single day and complete every weekly ultimate, you won't be able to earn this within a month's worth of gaming. And that just seems a bit harsh. I'm curious what the refreshes will be. I'm sure we'll get some feedback about this today for 343. But like, hey, these prices for the Spartan points don't really seem to be that fair. Just play the next 70 flood themed remakes, yeah, right? Can you buy Spartan points? No, this is only through in-game for just playing the game. It's like, man, this is trickle down economics here, man. I have a feeling like that's a lot of Halo to be able to potentially not even be able to unlock this within a month. And that's if you don't spend your points on anything else. And like, I want this, you know, the side piece here. I want this helmet right here. I want maybe like some weapon charms I haven't unlocked yet or something like that. Or like, especially like this, like we saw with the wrist attachment. Like right here. I want that wrist attachment too. So if I spend my points on other things, I just will not be able to unlock the new cool coding that I would want to unlock. That just seems really rough. Just saying, man. I don't know. Do you guys care much about this stuff when it comes to exchange? There's a lot of this, like I said, it's going to be, there's like one new item, and a lot of it's like recycled items from previous expansion or previous operations and in seasonal stuff or events. Of course, I could care less, but I'm jaded. And I think nowadays, yeah, that's also very true. Yeah, ultimately, like, I mean, this is what the new coding looks like. It's cool. I'm not going to be playing Halo Infinite every single day and completing every weekly ultimate to then just get this. You know, I do like that I love that there is that option to be able to play the game and get unlocks, which is a insane concept according to what Halo players have been receiving. But I don't know, man. Like that's a grind. We finally got free content to have within the game to be able to play. And you gotta grind, brothers. The grind is on. Oh my gosh. If you thought grinding before, you feel like you had to grind before, but damn. But at least you're able to unlock things that are not tied to the shop. And then I think most of if you unlocked most of your items already with like previous events and things like that, which I think anyone who's watching YouTube videos probably completed all their events. For the most part. I'm sure there's some people out there who didn't, right? Like this coding right here. This is tied to like, or let me remove my webcam here. Like this coding right here. These are tied to like the Yappening one back in the day. And so, like some of the parts, like some of these things I'm not going to bother to unlock because I already have them unlocked. But it's just like, it seems a bit harsh to try to, like 10,000 points right here. If you want to just play like, just get this coding right here. Right? That's playing through the battle pass once and you get this coding. Or yeah, if you complete all your dailies for the month, you won't be able to buy it. If you complete all your dailies and all your weeklies, which gives you 11,000 credits, so you'll be able to get one coding. Again, if you play every single day. I feel like I'm like that meme where it's like, these prices are too damn high. So there's that going on right now. Not worth it. Yeah. I have a feeling the way it's going to work for me with this exchange, that like I'll play. You know, I'm definitely going to grind through the battle pass. I think like the operation pass is actually really cool looking. It has some really cool customization in there, right? I'm glad that they shared it out, all the fluff with Spartan points. That's a really nice change. This armor looks sick. I am absolutely going to grind at least through the 20 tiers here to get all these unlocks because the armor looks awesome. I love these shoulder pads, especially these shoulder pads look sick. Please show the calculations again. Yeah, sure. We'll run through one more time. One more time, guys. So I closed on MS Paint. Cool. All right, we'll just open it back up here. So we worked out the math here that if you play so you get 250 Spartan points per day for just daily challenge. Times that by 7. If you played every day, it's 1,700 credits per week. Times that by 4 for a month, 7,000 credits per day. 7,000. You play every single day for a month. You also get 15,000 credits for credits as in Spartan points. I should say Spartan points for the battle pass. For the operation pass, you get 15,000 credit Spartan points. And if you complete the weekly ultimates, you get 1,000 for each weekly ultimate. So per month, that's 4,000 credits. Meaning, grand total you can get per month is 26,000 Spartan points. So that, again, if you played every single day and completed every weekly ultimate. You need to play at least one game a day to get this, complete the operation pass, and complete every weekly ultimate. And keep in mind, if you don't buy into the... Oh my god, that scared me. Shit. God damn it. God damn it. Thank you for the follow. God damn it. God, that scared me.
Oh, yeah!
Next time, thank you very much for that follow as well. No, don't only look at this per month because they stated that these operations are going to be, this operation exchange is going to reset every new operation, which could be every 4 to 6 weeks. So this is more like what you can earn within a month. Just guarantee that. It might go a little over a month for an update, but generally a month. Just give yourself a month to get like unlocks within this exchange. So we're, like we said, with the Xanadu, Falou, it's worth 30,000 credits. You will not be able to earn that within a month of playing with this new update. And it could refresh after that. Most likely, if it does go an extra 2 weeks, right? You get an extra 2,000 credits, right? So if they throw an extra 2 weeks in there, if it's 6 weeks instead of 4 weeks, with 250 times 7 times 2, that's that, and then plus 2,000 credits. That's an extra, if it goes 6 weeks, that's an extra 5,500, so plus 26,000. You could get, if it goes 6 weeks equals 3,150. So then you would be able to unlock new one if it goes 6 weeks. It's like we finally got a way to get unlocks by playing the game, and it seems like they are very much trickling in these options. Now, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of repeats when it comes to things you can unlock within an exchange, right? Keep that in mind, that we could see a lot of repeats, because they're bringing back all the content that was tied to events and all the content that was tied to operations, with occasional new things like this new coding. So we could see a lot of repeats when it comes to earning what you can unlock within the exchange. So don't have that much FOMO, but hey, you never know. Wait, no, I'm sorry, it was not 8 weeks. Yeah. We need 48,000 Spartan points to unlock all new items. I mean, isn't this the only new item in here? To be fair, I feel like they will lower prices or increase rewards if the outcry is noticeable enough. I think so, especially with this. I mean, I understand like you need to make it a bit of a grind, right? So then you can kind of keep that player count up, which, let's be real, that player count is not exactly thriving right now when it comes to Halo. I think we recently saw that MCC has more concurrent players, right? Like if you go to Steam, yeah, we hate to go to those infamous Steam charts, but it's like our only metric that we have, hard metric that we have when it comes to the population. But you don't use it as directly like this is how many people are playing the game, which a lot of people I think have that mental mindset of with these Steam numbers. But you just kind of notice trends of things, are things increasing or decreasing, right? That's the thing to take note of. And when it comes to the Steam numbers, like January, when we had that update, right? Nothing really moved a whole lot. Like we were getting some pretty good like peak player counts right here, right? From October to January. I think February is when that new update came in, right? So we saw a little bit of an increase there. It's more about looking at these average player counts, right? Jeez, average player count for May of 23 was a little over 2,000. Sheesh. But you can see in the last 30 days, we're averaging about 35,000 people peak for player counts at throughout the month. People always keep in mind about the peak player counts, but it's really the average is what you really need to take into consideration. And so we're seeing a decrease happen. These operations aren't really keeping people engaged with Halo. People are just kind of dropping off. It's because they know they don't really, there's nothing really exciting to look forward to, really. That's why. Again, these are PC numbers, but then when you look over the Xbox as well, keep in mind, Infinite was hovering right around like 12 to 15 when it came to most popular games on Xbox. When we switch over to the Xbox side of things, we're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, or 24 right now. When it comes to the most played games, they're like more people are playing Diablo on Game Pass than Halo Infinite right now. Which is like, bruh. More people playing Fallout. I mean, you also keep in mind like the Fallout games are gonna be a little boosted here, right? So yeah, like Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 have seen a big boost in player counts. Oh, this is EA Access. I might even play that if that's EA Access. But this is probably one of the lower ends I've seen. Halo, right? Usually it was hovering around 15. Now we're like 24 or something. More people, but of course, more people are playing Halo Infinite than Baldur's Gate 3. But people always be like, "Oh, but Baldur's Gate 3 is so great. Elden Ring is so great." So let's also keep in mind with that kind of disparity. Yo, we got another follow from I don't tell you what. I don't tell you what. Thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, again, like if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you tap follow. If you're new on YouTube, make sure you tap subscribe. If you're on YouTube, make sure you tap like on the stream. Helps out with the whole algorithm things after the stream is done. And also, if you guys want to help support the channel, Twitch Prime's always an option, and memberships are always an option on YouTube as well. So I really appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you all very much for your support. Today has been a massive stream, so thank you all so much. Those are single players though, very true, yeah. But then also if you look at then when you look at like Steam charts, right, for say Baldur's, just type in that. Like if we look at Steam charts for Baldur's Gate here, like on Steam, they're still averaging, but just last month they were averaging over 100,000 players playing on Steam. But keep in mind that there is definitely a disparity between platforms about who's playing what and stuff like that. But so when you see like 3,000 people are only playing Halo, that's not the case, all right? I mean, we're number 24, which before we were around like 15-ish, 12 to 15 on Xbox most played. And we don't know how they measure that, right? There's no metric given. I think it's probably more time played than anything else. But, you know, it is what it is right now kind of thing. You know? $400,000 to 500,000 unique players every month? Really? We got another funnel coming in, boys and grills! Nated? Hold up. Nated just came by and gave us a follow? Alright, that's cool. The legend himself, bro. We get a little celebrate. We get celebratory for that one. Yes! We've been recognized. Dude, what's up, man? Dude, I remember watching you back in the classic Halo days on VODs on like, I think it was machinima.com. I used to watch like Halo 3 VODs, like competitive VODs. Dude, that's crazy. Appreciate you. Believe! Thank you very much, Nate, for that follow. I really appreciate that, man. But yeah, no, we actually just worked out. I don't know if you saw it, we actually worked out the math here. So, you know, we saw that exchange, right, coming into Halo Infinite. We worked out the math that if you play every single day for a month, you get 7,000 credits. If you play through the entire Operation Pass, you get 15,000 credits. Complete every weekly Ultimate, you get 4,000 credits, meaning you can earn to a grand total of 26,000 credits per month. And if it goes 6 weeks, you can get up to 31,500. This is again, if you play every single day, complete the pass, complete your weekly Ultimates. And then when we looked at the actual shop that's available, oh gosh, I gotta go find it again. It looked a little concerning because with the exchange, as we do know, like they said they're going to do about every 4 to 6 weeks, they're going to be a refresh when it comes to the exchange. If you played every single day, got every single challenge completed for your weekly Ultimates, completed the Operation Pass, you would not be able to earn this new coding. You would need to have it be a 6-week operation. That's if 343 decides to keep it 6 weeks. Then you have just enough in credits to earn this one coding. If you played every single day and completed everything. It's like we get a W on the exchange. I love the fact that we have an exchange, but that's rough, dude. That's real rough. You're asking a lot of players to try to keep up with that, man. That's kind of insane. I don't know, man. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna hop off from the stream here, guys. I was actually just about to hop off, Native, so sorry you caught me at the end here. But we'll definitely stream more often here. We're gonna be talking Halo news, gaming news in general on the channel as well. We'll probably even do a live stream tomorrow as well, around like 10 a.m. or something like that, to kind of talk about what's going on with video games and stuff like that. But until then, we got some more blogs coming out later this week, so I will have YouTube videos going out about each blog that we get, going in detail about what they have to offer. They kind of talked about everything within this live stream, but if they have any new details with these blogs, I'll make sure to chat about them. But if it's just regurgitating information that they said within the stream, then no need for it really. But yeah, I'll detail everything about the stream that we had today on a YouTube video going out later today as well. I'll try to keep that concise as possible. Again, guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to tap follow. If you're on Twitch, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like the stream as well. Helps out with the algorithm. Again, if you want to support on YouTube, membership's always appreciated. On Twitch, Twitch Prime's always appreciated. But the fact you guys come by here just to hang out and chat is ultimately what we all crave, right? Attention. So that's ultimate. That's all I ever ask of you guys, just to come by and hang out. So I really do appreciate you guys. Again, I think we'll be live again tomorrow. We'll talk about more general gaming news and a little bit of Halo stuff mixed in there as well. Might even squeeze in a few Halo games. We'll see. But anyways, guys, thank you all very much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. And we'll catch you all in the YouTube video later today. Actually, I did have a YouTube video go live earlier today as well. Talking about, it seemed like Just Dicer, it was Just Dicer revealing how they wanted to be, 343 wanted to replace them with different voice actors, which I thought was like kind of an interesting video. It's this one right here. We'll upload that a couple hours ago. And After Office Spartans, thank you for that follow. Say, as long as you mention follows, people will do it. You say it, they will come. But yeah, I'm going to have to, right after the stream, I'm going to go make a video detailing everything in this live stream in a concise thing. But other than that, guys, I appreciate you coming by. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.